going on with this Wendy Chu character? All she does is go and harass beautiful women. They are just, they're all victims. What did Toxic Attraction do to Wendy Chu? Nothing. They didn't do nothing. What did Tiffany Stratton do to Wendy Chu? Nothing. Leave these women alone, Wendy.
They are the bad women, Dark. They the bad women. They heels, man. They are heels. Christian, dude, I'm so glad they letting him do this right now, especially with MJF being gone. Right now, Christian is like, you know what? I got you. MJF gone. I got you. Let me be this.
Like they were pissed off that these guys had the belts. They're just like, this was a prestigious title down in the UK, and now you guys have it. And now you have these two freaking idiot country people in the fucking ring going like, yeah, fucking.
We're gonna drink beer and all that bullshit.
Hey, all right.
Or Jesus Christ, they're gonna lose. She's gonna lose her fucking cash-in, dude.
On the screen. Oh, really?
Yeah. You didn't see that? Oh, yeah. Simi proposed to take on. Yeah, they're engaged now.
Well, damn, she got 2 months. And it's gonna be over, buddy. Over.
What about Rosemary, Tony?
Bruh. Rosemary is okay at times.
I just heard laughing. I didn't even hear it.
Right, he didn't even respond. He just started laughing. That's disrespectful.
We're into the pay-per-view. Just 1 hour. Oh!
2 matches? 3 matches?
3 matches.
3 matches.
Yep. 3 matches.
And we know the Jericho match is going to be at least 45
How do you feel about this match? Now that it's over?
I'm just glad it's over and done.
Okay, Ernest.
I feel like they could do some things with it. Kind of like back in the day with, when they had DOA versus Los Moretas, I think that was their name, versus the Nation, those 3 groups. We joked about this before. It's like they were so racist back in the day because they had a redneck group, bald-headed bikers versus an all Puerto Rican group versus an all black group. And they was throwing racial slurs just left and right. And it was like, we was watching this as kids like, yeah,
let's go!
What? Let's go. Like, no, we're done. We're done. I'm gonna cut a Michael Cole promo like they did on Sasha and Naomi.
He let us all down. He let the millions of you guys down.
He let us all down, guys.
So now we're having a whole conversation between Madcap Moss and Heyman. Now we go to a thing for SummerSlam. Then we get the thing of Roman Reigns and Lesnar on the big screen so that Theory can fucking react to that on there. And he's just tapping his Money in the Bank. He's like, oh yeah, I'm Money in the Bank. Then Madcap comes out and the match actually starts. That's fucking 20 minutes of my time. What are you doing? Why? What the hell was all that?
Imagine being in the arena.
What was all of that? Oh, Jesus. I was done. I was off. I didn't care. I did not care about whatever happened. That was it. I was done. I was done. 20 minutes just for Madcap to get to the ring for the bell to start? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And what if Theory was waiting in there doing nothing for 20 minutes? Are you serious? Get out of here, bro.
Your comment don't make sense. If they want Theory to go over more, all you gotta do is have this man win at SummerSlam, beat Bobby Lashley, and cash in.
Bro,
you can't get more over than that.
That's what makes even less sense. It's like, why are you starting a program with Dolph Ziggler? He already has a program with Bobby Lashley. He's got a title match.
Yeah, and he's putting himself in the program with Roman and Brock as well.
Why does he need this? Like, this is what I'm saying.
Where does Dolph come in at?
Where? I didn't see this. So, we're doing a lot of this right now. We're just doing a lot of this.
Bruh, I don't know what's going on. And What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Welcome back to another episode of the Budget Cup Podcast, brought to you by Dope Content and MT Darkness. Also brought to you by DopeContent.com. I enjoy content on YouTube. What's good? Stream Elements just not letting people know we live. Stalking, I see you. Lizard say, why did I just see Wendy? You mean in real life, Lizard? What are you talking about? You say happy birthday. Hey, okay, so it's my birthday month. My birthday isn't until August 27th. But I appreciate you for the early birthday. I got another
Damn, what's up? What's up? How you doing, bro?
I got another one for Kreese. Kreese, happy birthday. Hey, August 27th. August 27th. Make sure y'all come back with that same energy and that same love. D-Well was good. Lizard was good. Oh, yeah, Wendy was on screen, buddy. Yeah. Wendy
The villain, the real villain of the women's division.
Hey, we starting early, man. We got a busy show for you today, a loaded show for you. Get the tables in the building. What's good, my guy? Make sure y'all go follow him. Dynamite J in the building. Okay, Noti Gang coming through early. I see y'all, man.
KM. Sorry, I said it high earlier, but my mic was muted. How you doing, bro? What's up?
See, look, what did I say happy? Did I say it was my birthday on the thing? I must have said it was my birthday. It's my birthday month. My actual birthday is on the 27th of August. So, but appreciate you guys for all the love, man. Early birthday love.
Cam said Peeps paying that $3K for those Sasha picks, bro. Not even to stand close to her. Hey,
yeah, man.
Sasha's living the ultimate hustle right now, man. Get your money, Sasha. That's what I say. Get your money. The boss for a reason. That's what she's doing.
Get the tables coming in with the trolling. I was about to say, I know I said month. Thought I was tripping, man. Y'all had me tripping over here. Got a busy show. We go, of course, talk the latest in wrestling, Monday Night Raw, NXT, AEW, WWE. I did not actually get to watch Impact. I wasn't at home yet again, so that's 2 weeks in a row that I've missed because I had music gigs and stuff. So I just wasn't able to. Been busy. I wasn't able to catch up with it, so I haven't been able to watch Impact yet. So I have no idea what happened in Impact at all. But before we get right into it, Dark, how was your week?
My week was all right. Pretty chill for the most part. We've got about like maybe 2 weeks left until we've got students coming back to the campus. So I've got 2 more weeks apiece. What about you?
So I started work. We did like the training days, Thursday and Friday, which is trash. I actually left Friday. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I left Friday. We did a couple of videos, and I was like, this is the same shit I've been watching for 3 years. I'm not staying for this. It was people at my table. They had us all like in this classroom setting, and it was people just coughing, not covering their mouth, going to the restroom, not washing their hands. I was like, I'm not finna stay here for this. Nah. As soon as they say you got the option to watch the training on your own, bet I left. Got up and left.
Dynamite, shut up. Go ahead. My
real work day at waking up at 5:45 a.m. again starts tomorrow. So yeah, I'm not too happy about that. But I did have a good week of streaming content. So to the people on my YouTube, to the people on Twitch, if you're into the podcast and things like that, man, this was a very dope week of podcasts. I dropped 3 of them in 3 or 4 days, man. So make sure first of all, shout out to everybody that came through and watched the ones that I did drop, whether you watched it replay or you watched it live. Shout out to y'all. Again, I keep telling y'all the podcasts are the streams that mean the most to me personally. So because that's where I put the most work in. Is I could loading up an eFed and streaming wrestling content. That's really nothing. The eFeds, you just got to put in a little work, but compared to doing the podcast, so I appreciate you guys. Everybody that showed love on the Hot 93.3 page of that Charlie Puth interview, we are racking up the numbers on that page right now. We're doing better numbers than any other video on their page has done. So keep going over there, keep racking up their views on my video with Charlie Puth. Keep showing love and putting the pressure on them, telling them to bring me on full time because if you watched it, you noticed the program director lied when Charlie Puth was like, "Is he on the team?" He was like, "Yeah." Lying ass. No, I'm not. He did not bring me on yet, so we still waiting on that. But other than that, it was a busy week, man. Busy day today. I've been in the sun all day, so I'm a little, little drained a little bit, but I'm good to go, man. So let's get right into it. Let's see. Let's start with Raw. I'm trying to remember how to even work this damn. I didn't switch things up so much. Let me remember how to get back into Monday Night Raw. There it is. Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to try to do it like we did last week. Last week, we got through it pretty quick. So we're going to try to apply that same pressure this week. So I'm going to just give you the rundown. Then we're going to talk all our hits and miss, everything that stood out for us and everything that didn't stand out for us. So let's start off with Becky Lynch coming out. She called Bianca Belair out after she announced that she has a separated shoulder. She will be gone for a while. She basically gave Bianca Belair the rub. Showing respect to her, saying the man is back. So Big Time Bex is most likely gone. The fans showed the love, cheering Becky. And then she was attacked backstage by Dakota Kai, Io. I gotta get used to saying Io Sky. And Bailey got attacked. They attacked on her shoulder. Bianca takes a full sprint in heels, which was impressive in itself. And didn't fall, didn't slow down, nothing. And she ran to the back. Of course, by the time she got there, they were gone. Hell saying what's good on YouTube. Here you go, get the tables already, man. Stop this. Stop this. And then we start off with, that's followed up by AJ Styles, Mustafa Ali, and The Miz in the triple threat match to see who moves a step closer to the U.S. title opportunity, which was a very good match. I'm glad Ali got a chance to showcase himself. And, it was just a good match. Even Miz did his thing, making everybody look good. So it finished with Ali doing a 450 splash onto the Miz, bouncing right up and getting caught into the Styles clash, which was a crazy move. And the crowd did not pop for really nothing the whole night. The crowd was trash. The show was good. The crowd was trash. Keeping it moving. Seth Rollins comes out. He's making fun of Riddle's injury. Right, Liz, the crowd was ass. Exactly. Seth Rollins comes out making fun of Riddle's injury, and he's interrupted by the Street Profits. And long story short, they both, Seth Rollins said, "I'll take you guys on one-on-one right now." And they did a paper, rock, scissors thing, which set up Montez cheated because he sprinted to the ring and ended up getting a match with Seth Rollins. And that was a pretty good match. And Seth ended up winning, of course. He takes the victory over Montez. Then we had Bailey, Dakota Kai, Io Sky, They attacked Alexa Bliss and Asuka during their one-on-one match. Then we had Ciampa come out and defeat Dolph Ziggler and Chad Gable in their triple threat match to see who will face AJ later on that night to become the number one contender for the U.S. title. Edge returned, and he vowed to end Judgment Day. Ciampa and AJ went at it in a very good back and forth match, with Ciampa getting the win. Let's see. We had the Usos defeated the Mysterios in a tag title match. And at the end, Edge accidentally speared Dominic Mysterio while he was trying to attack Judgment Day when Judgment Day came out and attacked the Mysterios. And that is Raw. So what stood out for you? What points you want to hit, or how you want to go? Where you want to go with it?
I'll give the flowers to Becky for finishing the match at SummerSlam with a separated shoulder. I thought that was pretty impressive. Hearing about that after the fact.
She's the man for a reason.
No, she's still mediocre, but it is cool that I'll give her a props for finishing the match, even with the separated shoulder. She's gonna be off TV for a while, which is awesome because now we'll see other deserved people get an opportunity. So that's great. So there she goes. Get the table said, off with her. Io coming out with that entrance. was fantastic. I was really happy to see that presentation, and the match that these two had was great. And then we got that finish. I was really upset about the finish that we got there. I thought that was lame as hell. That was one of my biggest gripes of the night, I would say. What happened? That triple threat match, the first triple threat match that we had, was fantastic. I normally show pictures alongside whatever we're reviewing, but instead of showing a picture, I'm actually showing a video of the finish, which was Ali going for a 450 onto Miz, hitting it, and then getting lifted for a Styles Clash immediately after, which they did flawlessly. And that was the finish of that first match. It was fantastic. I thought that whole match was great. Ali got to showcase a whole lot. I thought that was awesome. And then Ciampa winning his triple threat match, then going on to have a banger with AJ, and then going on to win that match also. You really, like in clear sight, saw Triple H's direction with this new roster. The Montez Dawkins thing I thought was interesting. How Ford basically just took the match and cheated. It reminded me a little bit of Crime Time in the 2007 Royal Rumble, where JTG flipped a coin and it was heads, but then it turned out to be a double-sided coin. Kind of gave me those same types of vibes. But I don't know, because it seemed like Ford was, I don't know, it seemed like he just kind of just stole this from him. I don't know if this was just them playing more towards that story and kind of teasing a possible separation, or if this was something that I don't know, thing that they're doing. But
I think planted a seed.
I was gonna say Triple H is definitely listening to the fans. He's definitely smart, and I think he's running with something. King, how you doing?
What up, King?
What else did we have here? This whole thing with Judgment Day and the Mysterios, I'm over it. I'm done with it. I will say that the ending came really well, because Edge was like right mid-spear. His head was tucked down. He had no idea who he was going to hit. And Dominic just went in front of it right at the right time. So I thought that was a greatly timed sequence that they had at the end of that. But I still really don't give a shit about any of this. Yeah, I think that I covered pretty much all of it. I like to see where Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky are going with this. Yeah, Raw was actually solid this week. It wasn't terrible. I wasn't pulling my hair. A whole hour commercial free I could have done without. Not gonna lie.
Really?
Yeah, I did not like. We already get 3 hours of this. I don't need a commercial free hour of Raw. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me if the show would have to be phenomenal. It would have to be a phenomenal 3 hours for me to want an hour. Especially with the amount of wrestling that we've got going on. At least my wrestling schedule that I've got going on right now. I don't need a commercial-free hour of it. So, but that's me personally. So,
I appreciate them. I appreciate the attempt of trying to win the fans back over. It's like Triple H is trying to play cleanup right now with a lot of stuff that he is doing. If you see the scroll on the bottom of the screen, the first thing that pops up is NXT Black and Gold taking over wrestling. And when you think about it, I'm kind of skipping ahead a little bit. Well, actually, let's get to Raw. So AJ getting the win over, Ciampa getting the win over AJ. That's all Triple H all day. I mean, as soon as I saw it, I was like, yep, he's about to start putting respect. He's about to make you put respect on Ciampa, because Ciampa did a hell of a job for his brand, that NXT brand. So, and Triple H just absolutely loves Ciampa. So, I honestly, whoever wins Monday between him and Bobby, I wouldn't be mad either way. So I like both guys. If Bobby wins, he's gonna, keep his hot streak going and put more respect on the U.S. title. If Ciampa wins, Ciampa is finally getting his respect. So either way, I will be happy, no matter how that match. As long as it's a good match, I'm good with him and Bobby. And it actually has a finish and a legit winner, and not no DQ finish or nothing like that. As far as Montez and Dawkins, they are planting the seed that, hey, it might be a split up soon. Everybody's talking about, Montez should go solo and this and that. I personally don't like the fact that people think they should split for Montez to go solo for a while. You don't have to always break up a tag team for somebody to go solo. They could just take time off from a tag team and do their own thing and then get back together like New Day did. So, but we already had that discussion. It seems like it's only our teams that they're trying to break up and say, oh, go solo. We don't hear this about Ziggler and Rude and anybody else, you know. So moving on from that, but that was a good match. The crowd was dead. The crowd kind of killed that match for me between Seth and Montez. The crowd was real trash. And this kind of made me. Go ahead.
The crowd. I don't think the crowd affected me as much as it did you. I was seeing similar things, but it didn't really. I wasn't really affected by it, and I didn't notice it. I don't know exactly what it would have been for me, because even in the first match, was the crowd trash for the first match for you?
Yeah, until the end.
See, I was gonna say I thought they were lit. I thought they were pretty good. I wouldn't say they were lit, but I thought they were all right for that match in general. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe I was watching it and I just wasn't seeing. I'll have to go and watch it live again, or not live, but I'll have to go and find a view of the whole show.
Ali did some spots, man. Ali did some spots, and they just look. And I'm like, "Oh, you not appreciating what this man is doing right now?" And they just like clap. Yay! It was a typical Raw crowd, man. Like, and my question is, the crowd that's there, are they programmed to be how they are, or does Vince have a point?
Absolutely.
Or does Vince have a point about these guys that was hot on the NXT scene not getting over with the main crowd?
Well, whose fault is that?
Well,
who's the one programming the crowd to not care about the people on NXT? Whose fault is that? That's what exactly. It was the first. It's the first point. Triple H literally has to reprogram the WWE audience. And that's gonna take a while. That's his biggest challenge, because these fans are programmed to watch a certain style of wrestling. They're programmed to watch a sports entertainment by an old senile 70-year-old man. That's what they've been programmed to watch. That's what they're programmed to love. So that's 100% what's going on here. If I was there,
I hope that's what it is.
If I was there, I would have been popping off. And I would have been in a sea of people that would have been like, that is what it is. But like that's just the type of crowd these things are gonna react to. I went to a live show. The last time I went to a WWE show was a live show that they had here in Bangor, and that was the last time I went to. That's the last time I made a conscious decision that I would go to a WWE show. Because the previous time I had went to one was in 2011 when CM Punk was the champion. And during that time, the crowd was crazy.
Yeah.
That crowd was insane in 2011 when Punk was the champion. In fast forward to like I would say this was in 2018, crowd was very flat.
So a lot of those people don't watch NXT, man, or they didn't watch it when it was black and gold, and that's the problem. That crowd that watched NXT are AEW fans, and they go to AEW shows. So let's see what Triple H can do, man. Like he's putting a lot of black and gold in high positions right now. So we're gonna find out if we were right as the fans, me and you, and the people that watch everything, or was Vince right when it comes to Kross was this, because we're gonna talk about Kross. Kross came back. I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but I'm bringing up Kross now because I feel like WWE missed the opportunity. Kross did return and Scarlett returned Friday, but we'll get to that. And the reason I'm bringing it up now is because I feel like they missed the opportunity once again. Edge comes back as this dark brew-like character, and then Monday he's back as the rated R superstar running around with the pyro smoking around. I'm just like, what? I didn't like that.
See, I did like that because I didn't want him going back to what he was before. I would rather have this version of Edge, who was cutting realistic promos by himself about his opponents, rather than the brooding Edge that was like on the edge. Pardon the pun. He was on the edge of being like a supernatural character. I don't want that type of Edge.
Hey, T-Rex, appreciate that raid, man. Thank you so much, man. Make sure y'all follow my guy. Make sure y'all follow my guy T-Rex as well, man. So give him a follow. Let's go ahead and do that shout out for me if you're still here. You said you don't think the WWE let Triple H change too much. What you mean? He's in charge. Him and his wife are in charge, so he can pretty much do what he wants, and he's already doing exactly what he wants. So, yes, sir, T-Rex, man. I appreciate it once again. But yeah, my thing is, if you have him come back as this whole Brood, like, he ain't got to be supernatural. Why y'all think everybody that's doing dark, just because he's doing Brood-like stuff means he's supernatural? He don't have to be supernatural. He can just be this dark character. And honestly, if you bringing Kross and Scarlett back, you could have put Kross and Scarlett with Edge, and they could have went up against Judgment Day.
I would.
What's wrong with that?
I just don't. I think that this whole thing with, I think Kross and Scarlett need to be their own act, and I think that's how that needs to be portrayed as. I think you need to portray this mysterious woman being the guy that is bringing in this monster. I think that we haven't had something like that in a long time, and I think that will work for Kross. But
man, you still could have gave him that after they took out the Judgment Day. I would have took that match. I would have paid money for that one. Rhea, Scarlett, Finn, Priest, Edge, Kross. I would have took it. I would have loved it.
Just get the Mysterios to break up Judgment Day. That's what I need. I just need that to happen.
Hell.
I need Judgment Day to just be done. The match, Mysterio is having a match against Finn tomorrow, dude. Like, they're still keeping this going. I just need the Mysterios to win and then shut down the Judgment Day. That's what I want altogether, because Judgment Day is dead. This is just done for me.
Edge too old. What?
He's
have you seen Edge?
Emo. He's too old to be emo, he said.
No, he's not. He's not.
Them dumping Edge in the first place didn't make sense, because Edge had beaten Finn Balor, and then the next day they're just like, well, we're gonna bring in the person that lost to be the leader of our faction. So that already didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, Larry, are you watching the last 2 weeks? Like, everything is not gonna change at once. We told you this 2 weeks ago, but trust me, it's gonna be a change, and you're already seeing it. In the matches and the people that's getting opportunity. Ali literally tweeted it, opportunity Monday. Like, he literally tweeted opportunity. Like, he was just happy to be on TV. Even with losing, he was happy to be able to showcase his talent with people like The Miz and AJ Styles. That's all people want. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens with the Judgment Day. The fact that they got, Edge and Rey Mysterio and Finn tomorrow. Hopefully something happens. So you rather just watch Edge just single-handedly take out the Judgment Day?
I just need an excuse for Judgment Day to not be a thing, because they're not going anywhere. I think Rhea, Damian, and Finn's stock has gone down since this group has been together, because all they're doing is getting their asses whooped. Except Rhea. Rhea's funny.
Yeah, Rhea's whooping. Yeah, Rhea's
but
showing dumb every week.
Every week. But Finn and Damian, I don't get, especially Damian. I feel like Damian is like the dude that you see in a photo album like 30 years into the future. You're just like, who was that guy at my wedding? Like, that's what Damian feels like right now. He just feels like a nobody that's just in this feud. Like, he's just kind of pointless. He's like an extra body. Like, they need to just end this and do something with all these guys, because I'm not a fan. You said Judgment Day is as dry as bad Louisiana fried chicken.
What?
Golly, Cam. You said the Mysterio should betray Edge too. Well, that's the match that should have happened. We don't even need a match. This week, honestly, we should have had a segment with Mysterio and Edge, because Edge just booked it. After that, after he speared Dominic, he just ran. He didn't even stop to say I'm sorry to Rey or anything. He just ran. So instead of getting a match, I would have loved to just have a segment with Rey and Edge in the ring together. And that would be cool to see these two interact in the ring together, just in a promo battle. Like, I don't need to see a match between Finn and Rey for the 18th time.
Right.
It's gonna suck. This is gonna suck.
I'm not even going to like really react to it yet because maybe something changes or maybe they have a plan to put an end to something pretty soon, or I don't know. Somebody asked something about should Roman Reigns. He said hot take: should Roman Reigns relinquish the titles at Mania or Royal Rumble? It depends on who he's fighting. Honestly,
I did hear something interesting. Don't know if it's going to come to fruition, but I did hear that.
We'll talk about it.
This comes into. Oh, you want to talk about it?
We'll talk about it on Friday. Yeah.
All right. We'll wait until SmackDown then. Okay, we heard the same thing.
Yeah, but yeah, and that's. I got mixed emotions about that too, so we'll get into it. we'll get into that because I don't know if I should be mad at like Vince or. Anyway, we'll get into it. Moving. Anything else on Raw that stood out to you?
I cannot think of anything else. No, I can't think. There's nothing else. I don't think so.
But yeah, pretty solid Raw, man. Outside of the crowd.
In a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Outside of the crowd.
Oh, there is one thing I wanted to say too. I did like also how they had at the beginning of Raw. This is how you really knew that this was going in a new direction. At the beginning of Raw, how they had that video of the United States Championship. I just really appreciated that. I thought that was really, really interesting.
Yeah, so they're definitely putting respect on the mid-card titles again, especially the U.S. title. The IC title, they didn't get the exact same love and respect, but I feel like with Triple H holding that title, and that's the title that got him started to the main event picture, I think he's going to put respect on that title as well, so I'm not really worried about it right now. And he got two NXT Black and Gold guys going at it for that title right now. So if you look all up and down Raw, you got Ciampa, NXT Black and Gold. You got Ali, which he's not NXT Black and Gold, but he was 205 Live, which was Triple H thing. You got Bayley, Io Sky, Dakota Kai, Bianca. I mean, like NXT Black and Gold is running crazy. Montez Ford, Street Profits, Finn, Damian Priest, Rhea, like they are running wild right now on Raw. And then we're gonna get into NXT. So let's get into NXT 2.0, which started off with a fatal 4-way women's tag match for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. You had Katana Chance, Kaden Carter. They took on Toxic Attraction, Avi Now and Tatum Paxley, and Leon and Valentina. So it started off very good match, very good tag match. In the story, I'm not going to go through the whole match. If you didn't watch it, go catch the highlights on YouTube. At the end of the day, Katana Chance and Kaden Carter defeated Toxic Attraction. They were the last two teams in the match, and they finally got the titles, and the NXT crowd went crazy for that match, for them winning. That was the loudest I've heard that 2.0 crowd since they switched it to 2.0. They were jumping up and down. They were screaming. Finally, man, any thoughts on that?
Just what a concept. You put the tag titles on a tag team and the crowd goes crazy. Yeah, it's like we've been saying for weeks, though. Weeks. We've literally been saying for weeks. Just put the titles on these two. Look what happens when they listen. Yeah,
2 weeks ago we said it, and I keep telling y'all on Twitter, somebody's listening. Because every time we say something, we point out something major that needs to happen on either show, even AEW, it happens. So we be like, hey, fans are saying this guy ain't on TV no more. I'm pretty sure he needs to be back on TV this week. Tony Khan puts him right back on TV. We pointed out Athena only wrestling on what's the name? Rampage,
yeah.
Very same week she was on Dynamite. Like, hey, they listening. I don't care what y'all say. Somebody listening. Or somebody pulling the clip or something, or they got somebody listening. Now, that's all I'm saying. Because every time we talk about it and we actually mean it, it happens. So
we tell you that we're here to enlighten people. I mean, hey, that goes for the people in the back too.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And let me just say this now, because we talked about this off stream. Wrestling fans are a bunch of idiots, bro. I'm sorry. y'all fall, not y'all that's watching us, because we give y'all the real stuff. But a lot of wrestling fans fall for the dumbest stuff. I saw online that what was kayfabe news, whatever the account is, said Triple H is bringing back WWF. He's dropping WWE and bringing back WWF, and that shit just blew up. And I'm just like, bro, every week I see something stupid. I told y'all last week how people was posting about the Fiend and Edge teaming up the day before SummerSlam, and they came back at SummerSlam. That shit had over 50,000 views. And you got real people like us giving you real stuff that's happening in your face, that's real life. And y'all wrestling fans rather go to JD from NY saying shit like Triple H is watching AEW and he is copying AEW, saying this is what I need to do. What? Oh, Triple H got rid of the LED screen. He got rid of the LED apron and the post, saying, oh, our wrestling is too pretty. We don't need wrestling to be like this. Bitch, what? What? And I tweeted that tweet the same on Sunday night. I said, now let's see how his dumb ass feel when Raw comes on and the LED ring post and apron is back. Not only did they bring that back the next night, they brought the whole barricade as LED now. So what you got to say now, dumbass JD from NY? And the people that follow and listen to everything these idiots say online. Even Swerve called out JD from NY a couple of weeks ago, by the way. So yeah, anyway. I just had to get that off because stop being stupid, wrestling fans. Like, seriously, if you are that type of wrestling fan, this is not the show for you, because we're not going to tell you no BS like that just to get clicks and views and all that. We're going to tell you what it is, how it is. And
always keep it a buck.
If you don't like honesty, get out, because this ain't for you. We're not going to tell you some shit like, oh, Vince McMahon called the other day and said, if you hire the Fiend back, I'm going to just blow up WWE and it gets 10,000 views. Dumb shit, man. Like, get out of here. People are still posting Chris Benoit returning to WWE and getting clicks. What? Like, what the hell is wrong with y'all, man? Like, anyway, keep it moving. Back to NXT. Carmelo Hayes defeated Nathan Frazier to retain his NXT North American title in a fire match. This was dumb to me. Braun Breaker and JD signed their contract, and they, for NXT Heatwave, they went back and forth. I didn't really care for it. Moving on, Mandy Rose defeated Saray in a one-on-one match. Axiom defeated Duke Hudson in a one-on-one match. We had the Creed brothers defeated Tony D'Angelo and Stax to retain the NXT tag titles, thanks to Escobar returning and what's the name? Legado del Fantasma getting back together.
Yeah.
Then Joe Gacy defeated Brooks Jensen. Alba Fire defeated Lash Legend. Solo Sikoa defeated Von Wagner in the Falls Count Anywhere match. That is NXT for you. What stood out?
That I thought that Falls Count Anywhere match was funny because there was a point in the back where they went to the parking garage and they just started beating up random people in the roster. Like, they beat up like Cameron Grimes, and I can't remember who the other person was that they ran into, but they just started beating him up too.
Yeah.
You remember who it was? There was one other person that they ran into on the way back there.
I can't remember who it was, but I remember Cameron Grimes, because it's like Cameron is just having a bad month right now. Like, nothing is going good for Cameron Grimes right now.
And I thought it was so funny because none of them fought back either. They just kind of took it. And
was it Mello? Oh,
yeah,
look,
it was Mello. It was Mello.
It was Mello. Yep, Carmelo Hayes.
It was Mello.
So yeah,
I thought that was funny. I was like, what the hell? Oh man. So that'll be interesting if they have Mello and Solo have a match together and have Solo go over. It'll be interesting to see what they do with Mello after the fact. If they have him go up to the main roster, that was one of the more intriguing things about that match. Solo Sikoa is really good at street fights.
is what I've learned from this.
The street champion.
Hey, I was gonna say that's probably why he got his nickname. He's very good at these style of matches. He just has a very creative mind for it and stuff like that. I'm seeing. So, I like that. But yeah, everything else, it was a good show of NXT that they had this week. I am glad that Legado is together again because I thought that Legado and them working with Tony D'Angelo, I thought that whole thing was stupid. I thought, but I just want this to be over. I just want this feud to be over.
It ends Tuesday. It ends this Tuesday with the one-on-one match between Santos and Tony D'Angelo. They both said it. This is it. Last match, final. This is it. So hopefully this is it. So
Jesus.
What's good, Alice? So hopefully. They both got on the phone backstage and was talking to each other, which was crazy because the camera was panning to both guys as they were saying whatever they had to say. And they were both like, this is it, man. I'm tired of this. Like, we're tired of fighting. We're tired of going back and forth. We can't work together. One last match. Let's finish it Tuesday. Also,
one last time.
Yeah, there you go. Which, you know what? I might believe it now with Triple H in charge. If it's gone, it might be the last time we see Roman and Brock. So we'll see.
Oh, go ahead.
I was about to say, I forgot to tell you about Mandy Rose trying to recruit Cora Jade backstage.
Good Lord. Now they're just ruining the group. That's terrible.
See.
Cora Jade does not need to be in the Toxic Attraction. Good Lord. And I saw that she's tanning a lot too, and so she's trying. Good Lord. I'm just saying. You know, there was like a few months ago, Mandy Rose was put on blast because of how bad she was getting her tan on. Looked like Cora Jade was trying to follow suit.
She was black. I'm telling you, she was black. It's like you putting this black woman in NXT all of a sudden. Yeah. Man, hey, Mandy was my color, dog. I was like, what the hell going on, Mandy? You doing a little too much of the tanning. Did you have any thoughts on Braun Breaker and JD contract signing?
I'm just ready for the match to happen, and I hope that JD goes over, but I doubt he'll go over. I'm kind of done. It's the same sentiment I've had for weeks. I'm just kind of done with Braun Breaker. You know, his reign has just been so
stupid. Yeah. He's like Ryback to me now. Just a meathead.
That's all he does. He just gets in the ring, yells at people, and then powerbomb, running power slam, spear, wins the match. So. Yeah, I'm just kind of done with it. You said you think Toxic Attraction will be up for a match in the tournament.
I was gonna get there on Friday, but since you want to ask the question, yes, I think Toxic Attraction is getting called up for the tag team tournament.
If they could wouldn't Mandy have to get called up with them?
No, she don't have to.
Not
if they're going just to take a pin from somebody.
Do you think that they would bring Toxic Attraction up now?
It's nothing else for them to do on NXT.
You're gonna drop it to what's her name? Zoe Stark though? That's kind of it just feels so random to just drop it to Zoe Stark.
I'd rather drop it to Zoe Stark before Mandy passes Bayley and Asuka and all these women.
I don't think she'll ever pass. Asuka had 400 days, right? Asuka was champion for a long time. I need to look that up. Let me look that up.
Look, it's the reason she's trying to recruit Cora Jade. She knows the call-up is coming. So.
Oh, Jesus. Asuka had a reign for 510 days. That's like almost 2 years. Oh,
and where is Mandy?
Oh, good no.
I don't want Mandy to be number 2. Like, no, I don't even want her to be top 3. So take the damn title off her. Like she did a good job. Go ahead.
Mandy's title reign right now is at 283 days.
That's too long. That's too long. That is too long. And look, I appreciate Mandy going back, doing her job. I told y'all last year when she was stuck in that tag team with Dana Brooke that Mandy is better than what is better than what is being shown because she's stuck and tied down with Dana Brooke. So I'm glad she went back to NXT. I'm glad she's able to show people that she can carry the vision if she needs to. Got her own faction, yada yada. She's doing it. She's doing it all. It's time to drop the belt. I'm sorry. Drop. It's certain women I just don't want you to pass for my own personal reason, because I saw they reign and I'm seeing what Mandy reign is, and she shouldn't pass these people that had these reigns. That's just me personally. So
Dan, you are right. Dan brings up a good point. He says Mela got hurt at that house show, and Zelina might not be in it either. So that would bring out one tag team. So that's another reason why he thinks that they might be in it.
You know, Corey Graves was pissed about that. He tweeted it and then deleted it.
I did see that.
And the actual video of the injury was weird, man. Like, it's hard to tell exactly what happened.
It looks
like they bumped heads.
It looks like they bumped heads if you pause it. If you're just rewinding the video over and over again, it looks like when what's her name? Bianca did the flip. Yeah. Like, it looked like when she was about to do the flip, it looked like her ass collided with Karrion, and it's not right, but it looks like her ass collided with Carmella's head, and because you can see the shock of her head just like ricocheting as soon as her butt hits it. So it's either one of the two things. So
yeah, I'm gonna just say it's the head, but when she did the backflip, because they did connect heads, and that's when she really fell. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm not even gonna go no further than but yeah, she got injured. Whatever. Her and Zelina, whatever. Zelina ain't even been on TV, so. But yeah, getting back to NXT, Carmelo Hayes, Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier is putting on hell of matches, man. Like,
he's always been good.
Yeah.
Ever since he was on AEW a long time ago. Because that was the first time I saw him, and then he was in NXT UK after that. Yeah. This guy has just been talented. Yeah.
But so right now they're using him as the young guy to give you great matches, but he's just not ready to be on top right now. So I mean, I understand it, whatever. With Triple H, I don't know if he's actually like taking over NXT back since he got the main roster now. I've been hearing mixed things about that. But with him possibly being back and running NXT as well, or having more control again of NXT as well, there's rumors going that he is he wants to keep the colors, but he wants to bring back the old feel, like as far as storytelling and the in-ring action. But he said he doesn't mind keeping the colors. That's I've heard that from a couple of different people. What is your thoughts on that?
New time in NXT. I mean, as long as the stories and the matches, the match quality improves, then I don't care. It's fine. The look of it can change, and that'll be fine. I just need the show to be close to what I was watching before. NXT was what drew me in. NXT drew me into WWE when WWE felt like it was unwatchable. So I just want that version of NXT back. The presentation doesn't mean so much to me, so much as the actual backstage work and the in-ring work and the promo work and the storylines that we were seeing beforehand. That's all I want.
Yeah, so Mandy Rose beating Sarray. We'll see how the matches go. They had a good 2 weeks back to back so far, as far as like in-ring action and pushing storylines. Hopefully this Alba Fire and Last Legend is finally over. Hopefully that's over. Hopefully Solo can move on after he didn't beat Von Wagner. I know I'm missing the match. Where is Giovanni? I don't know why they don't put Giovanni's match on here. But okay, I guess they don't want nobody to talk about it because I don't see it nowhere on the on the website anymore. But I know Giovanni had a segment and I can't find it. So all right, well, that's NXT, y'all. Done. What's good, man? It's NXT in a nutshell for you. Let's keep it moving, man. Like I said, we're not here to waste time. Let's get right into AEW Dynamite. Let me find that background for it. What the hell is it? There it is.
All right. Going to Dynamite from Columbus, Ohio. We had our first matchup, which was Jay Lethal coming out with Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh going up against Orange Cassidy. Now, in the entire match, we had Jay Lethal just basically targeting the leg of Orange Cassidy, and the match end came when when Cassidy went for an orange punch but missed. This provided Lethal an opportunity to strike the leg with the super kick. Cassidy went down, and this gave Lethal enough time to hit him with a lethal injection and get the 3 count. After this, Dutt and Satnam Singh came into the ring. They started beating down on Orange Cassidy. The Best Friends came out. Wardlow came out. Dutt, Lethal, and Satnam Singh cleared the ring, and Dutt challenged Wardlow to a match for the TNT Championship at Battle of the Belts on Lethal's behalf. What were your thoughts on this opening matchup, Dope?
Typical Orange Cassidy match. Nothing really like stood out for me. Even the aftermath, nothing really like stood out for me. And Liz, yeah, you're right. Going back to NXT, he did cost Frazier the match. I forgot it was an open challenge from Carmelo Hayes, and Frazier sprinted out while Giovanni was taking pictures. So, yeah, that's what happened. I knew Giovanni was on the show. But back to AEW, it was a typical Orange Cassidy match. I didn't like noticing that during a production, you can see the Best Friends getting on each other's shoulders from a ladder inside of the tunnel. I was like, oh man, why did y'all do that camera? So it's just minor stuff that I noticed, and I was like, man, because people gonna point that shit out, and then they gonna just harbor on that online. So I'm just like, stuff like that, I don't like seeing it from either company. I was like, man, you could avoid stuff like that. But other than that, the match was all right. It was what it was. It was Jay Lethal did his thing. Jay Lethal is always great in the ring. Orange is always great in the ring. It was all right.
Up next, Adam Cole comes out with the Young Bucks and oh good lord, who are Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. Adam Cole says it's story time with Adam Cole. He says, unfortunately, he's not medically cleared. He says that Kyle O'Reilly is still not medically cleared. And he says that if the Young Bucks aren't going to choose Bobby Fish to be his partner, then they can't compete in the Trios tournament as much that he would like to bring gold to the faction. He also mentions before this, he specifically says how he is the leader of this group, and that he joined AEW because of things like loyalty and friendship. And then he goes on to say that the Young Bucks aren't allowed to compete in the tournament. And then Cole says, I'm sorry, I didn't choose my words right. I meant to say that the Bucks won't be able to compete in the tournament. This is when Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish choke out and take out the Young Bucks. Adam Cole blasts Nick Jackson in the face with a super kick. They're about to keep messing them up when Adam Page comes out with a lead pipe and clears the ring of the Undisputed Era. Then he goes and he helps Matt Jackson up and leaves. So, and they called them by their name, the Hung Bucks, on commentary as well. So, a reuniting of the Hung Bucks coming soon. What did you think about this, Dope?
So we kind of saw the Adam Page joining with the Young Bucks thing coming. I did not expect it to be because Adam Cole and what do we call them? Red? Do we just call them Red Dragon or Undisputed when they by themselves? Are they still Undisputed Elite or?
They're technically Undisputed. Red Dragon is just Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. So I guess Undisputed Elite. So
okay, because I thought they became Undisputed Elite with all 6 of them, with all 5 of them. I'm sorry, together. But
I was gonna say they're Undisputed something. They don't technically have a real a name right now, but
yeah,
Undisputed Elite's the closest thing to a name that we have for them. So
okay, but yeah, I thought they would turn after they found out Adam Page and the Young Bucks made up. I didn't think it would be the other way around, which what we saw Wednesday. And that was the highlight of the show for me, honestly, seeing it, especially seeing that little kid crying. That was funny.
That was awesome. Yes.
That was hilarious, and that was one of the reasons why I asked in the headline is NXT Black and Gold taking over wrestling in general right now, because that is NXT Black and Gold Undisputed Era right there, getting a big moment, the biggest moment of the night for me in AEW. So, yeah.
John Moxley cuts a promo in the back. Christian is then in the back with Tony Schiavone when all of a sudden somebody comes in a car trying to run Christian over. It's revealed that it's Jungle Boy, and he is just trying to get at him, but security throws Jungle Boy out of the building. More on that later. We go to the next match, which was a tag team match between Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, and Thunderstorm, Thunder Rosa, and Tony Storm. This is a really good matchup that ended when Hayter basically hit Tony Storm with a Rainmaker for the 3 count. I thought this was a good match, but I've said my my piece with this matchup, and that was my only quarrel with it was these 4 in this match together. But the match itself was really dope. And what did you think?
Match was fire. Tony Storm with those damn hip attacks on Britt, like she was nailing both of them in opposite corners, but the ones she hit on Britt were crazy. Even Taz was reacting to each one, and I was just laughing because she'll run to the corner, hit Hayter one, and it was like, all right, cool. She hit Britt, you hit Taz, oh, and then she runs, hit Hayter again, and then she just full speed nails Britt in the head, and you just see Britt's head just going crazy. And Taz about, ooh, again, and just started. But I was laughing. I was like, I don't know what she got against Britt, but she was nailing Britt, and the crowd popped at the fact that Hayter is the one that got the pin. So yeah, that's something to notice, to take point of right there. They popped for Hayter right there.
Sammy Guevara and Tay Conti have a video package about their upcoming wedding, but the video is cut short by Eddie Kingston saying that nobody gives a shit, and that Tony says that he had sent him a contract to a match at All Out, and that it's up to Sammy. This immediately gave me flashbacks to Vince and Triple H sending CM Punk and AJ his termination papers on his wedding day. That was the first thing I thought of when I heard he was sending papers to him on their wedding honeymoon. That's the first thing I thought of.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
That was the first thing I thought of. I thought that was hilarious. Third match, we had Powerhouse Hobbs going up against Ren Jones, a jobber. Before this match started, the camera pans on Taz, and he says that he's done as much as he can for Powerhouse Hobbs, for Ricky Starks, for his son Hook. And he says that he wishes them the best of luck, but he says that Team Taz is over. He says it's done after last week. He says that that's it. So we got the end of one group in AEW. Powerhouse Hobbs comes out for his match against the jobber, who he kills. After this match, Ricky Starks' music plays, and Ricky Starks just does the race right by the cameraman. He doesn't even have time to shift his hips and catch Ricky. Like, Ricky is just gone into the ring, and he goes right after Powerhouse Hobbs. He gets a couple of good licks in, but then Hobbs just hits him with a huge spine buster, and Powerhouse Hobbs just leaves. Yeah, but Powerhouse Hobbs also coming out with a new entrance and new music. What did you think about him?
He took Cody Rhodes' entrance, man. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy. He took Cody Rhodes' entrance. That's the first thing everybody noticed.
The Powerhouse Elevator. That's what they're calling it now.
Hey, well,
that's what I'm calling it.
Look, if he's able to get that entrance, it might mean something good for him, because nobody's been able to do that entrance but Cody. So, but that segment was cool. I kind of knew Starks was going to get beat up. He got a nice little pop, but Hobbs, right now they're building Hobbs as a monster. So, yeah, it was cool.
Darby Allin cuts a promo. He is going to be having a coffin match against Brody King. He has had coffin matches in the past, but this match with Brody King is going to be crazy because these two are friends in real life, and they have a lot of trust in each other, and they do a lot of crazy shit. So I'm very interested to see what's gonna happen in this match. Jim Ross comes out. We're at the halfway point now. Christian Cage versus Matt Hardy. The best part about this entire match was there was somebody in the front row with a sign that said, "I played this match on No Mercy." I thought that was hilarious.
That's facts.
Ending of the match comes with Christian Cage hitting a kill switch on Matt Hardy for the win. After the match, Christian Cage is about to go and grab a pair of chairs. He's about to give a concerto to Matt when what's his name? Luchasaurus' music hits, and he is going up the ramp to see he's going back into the ring with the chair after being momentarily disoriented by the music. And when he gets in there, Jungle Boy's there. He tries to hit him with the chair, misses, and Jungle Boy almost smacks him, and Christian just runs into the crowd again. What did you think of this whole segment?
I noticed they kept Luchasaurus music. So like I said,
and Black Mask, like I said last week. So
yeah. So when he first turned, I was like, maybe they doing a double turn here, and Christian is low key the one setting up Jungle Boy. And there was a couple of comments like, "Oh, you're a double turn, being funny." All right, we might see that double turn, and I'm gonna come back and pull up those comments that I saw in the chat. Y'all know I will. Yes, let's say he don't trust Luchasaurus. I don't want to see Matt Hardy wrestle no more. Like I don't want to see him wrestle no more. And I love Matt Hardy. I was a big Hardy fan, Jeff and Matt. I don't want to see Matt Hardy wrestle no more. And he's starting to look like he's getting back out of shape again. You know, like he's just been sitting on the couch, just waiting on somebody to call him. Oh, I got a match. All right, let me get up real quick. You know, because I'm not doing this with my brother no more right now. So it's like he's just letting himself go again. I don't want to see Matt Hardy wrestle no more. Everything look like it hurts when he moves. So
probably does.
I'm good on seeing that right now. So
Pac has a highlight video made of him. He is defending his title against Connor Mills at Rev Pro. I really like this All Atlantic title and what they're doing with it. Ethan Page comes out, pretty much cuts the same promo that he cut last week after he lost this match.
Right.
Just letting you know that was planned. And Stokely Hathaway, like I mentioned this last week too, Stokely Hathaway was in the back with Lee Moriarty while the Ethan Page match was happening. So Stokely Hathaway comes out while Ethan Page is cutting his promo. He says, "What the hell are you doing?" Then he walks away. Then he gives Ethan Page a card, walks away, and Ethan Page follows after Stokely Hathaway. So two men joining the baddies now in Moriarty and Ethan Page, which those two are interesting names. So I want to see what this is going to be about.
Yeah, I do too. I'm just like, Ethan Page is going from one faction to another though, like immediately. So kind of Lee is low key kind of doing the same. But hey, I don't mind seeing them together with Stokely. Let's see what they do with it. So
next match we go to is the dumpster match, the Acclaimed versus the Ass Boys. Match comes to an end when Colt goes to the top of the entrance ramp. And he's about to jump off when Max Caster comes from behind him and throws him into the trash. He then gives him a elbow drop, he throws him into the trash. The other brother is put onto the table and he gives him a elbow drop from the top of the entrance ramp. They put them both in the trash can, and then Bowens and Max Caster push them off of the entrance ramp onto the ground. Yeah, and I think that was the first ever dumpster match in AEW. So the Acclaimed win. I don't know what's gonna happen after this. This was just like a nice, fun little plunder match to fill some time.
Yeah, the ending was crazy that the dumpster actually flipped over. That's what made it crazy.
That was insane. That was scary.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
man.
like, oh shit, like if it would have just landed kind of like they did in WWE back in the day when they pushed Cactus Jack and what's the name? What was the other guy name? He was Chainsaw Charlie, but what's his real name? I can't even think of it right now. Terry Funk. Yeah, Terry Funk. When they pushed Mick Foley and Terry Funk off that high ass stage back in the day in '97, I told Mr. I was like, yo, it's a good thing that stage not as high as it was in '97, but the dumpster didn't flip over as hard as it did.
I thought that landed on Austin Gunn's foot when that fell over, because it fell right on one of their feet, and I was like, "Oh,
yeah,
Jesus!"
Yeah, when it flipped over, I was like, "Oh, okay, now you talking about something." So, hey, I think they are all right. We haven't heard anything about injury, so that's good on that.
Yeah,
so, it looked extreme, but they were still safe with it, so cool.
Main event, we had Jericho against Wheeler Yuta, with Jericho putting his AEW interim world heavyweight title shot on the line. The match came to an end after Yuta tried to go for the mousetrap, the seatbelt, excuse me, his roll up that he does. He got a close near fall, but Jericho rolled out of it and went right into the lion tamer, which I was saying to a friend this week, I really wish he would just use the lion tamer instead of the walls. I love this submission move. And he ended up getting Yuta to tap out. Chris Jericho won the match, but he would not let go of the lion tamer after the fact until Moxley comes down to the ring. Then he cuts a promo saying that he has unleashed the beast and that next week he's going to get the final surviving member of Stu Hart's dungeon, and that he's gonna make him tap out next week. So that was the end of AEW this week. I thought that this was just an okay show. A lot of this was just set up for a lot of different things that were not even just happening this week, but next week. This was a show that was this is like a go-home show, essentially. It's setting up for Quake in the Lake next week, setting up for Battle of the Belts that was happening yesterday. So it was an okay show, but nothing too crazy was going to be happening. I thought we had some good matches with the ladies. I thought that the biggest thing to come out of the show was that segment that they started off with. I was surprised at the positioning of the Undisputed Elite segment. I thought that was going to be on later in the show. And they did that in within, I would say right at the end of the first half hour is when we came back with that. So that was pretty early on in the show. I thought that the Cassidy match was good. They had a really, really good match with each other. I feel like I'm kind of afraid because I feel like Cassidy's been having really good matches. He had that really good match at Forbidden Door, and he's been having good matches after that, but he hasn't been winning too much of them. So I'm kind of afraid of how Orange Cassidy's being booked right now. And I think he really needs to win a big match at some point. If it's not going to be for a title, it needs to be against somebody, some type of big name. But just an okay Dynamite. It was just an okay Dynamite.
Cassidy's the Nathan Frazier of AEW right now. He's there for the great matches.
Whoa. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
That's what he's there for.
Nathan Frazier of Nathan Frazier. You said that Nathan Frazier can't even cut a promo or nothing.
I didn't say that about Nathan Frazier.
I thought that's what you said about Nathan Frazier.
I said Nathan Frazier was there as the young guy to give you great matches, but he's just not right now. He's not at the level to win the big match in the titles yet. That's what I said about Nathan Frazier.
I think Cassidy's at the level though. They're just not they're not doing that with him right now. That's the problem.
Yeah, they're using him like he's Nathan Frazier on NXT. That's what I'm saying.
Because he's beaten Jericho before, even. He's beaten big guys, but right now he's just being
What year ago was that when he beat Jericho? 2020? Because that was during the pandemic, right?
2020 or 2021, yeah.
So, okay, after that moment, look at all the big names that came in after that moment. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to put him above those names, which it kind of sucks. And because people have their feelings about, WWE guys come in and do this, whatever. But like these guys are names, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just even if it's not on purpose, he just kind of falls down the list a little bit because you're not gonna put
Frazier's not
Cassidy
being
over.
But Frazier's not big on NXT though, right? Would you say that Frazier's a big name on NXT right now? Like
He's
a big name?
Nah,
like
he's popular
would you
with the
put him in
crowd.
like
That's
the
it.
top 10?
Nah, he's just real popular with the crowd. That's what I'm saying about Orange. He's right now.
Then
he's
that's what I
popular
would
with
say.
the crowd.
I would say that's the difference between Cassidy and.
You still think
Frazier.
Orange is a big name as
In
far as
AEW,
AEW?
Absolutely, he's a big money draw.
Okay, he might.
You
he
think
might
that
be.
he does not rake a lot of money in for his
I
merchandise?
don't
is
think-
always.
Yeah, I don't think it's the same as what it was. That's what I'm saying. So I think it dropped the level once other people came in, like the CM Punk shirts and Bryan Danielson shirts. Like I feel like he was at a high point and he was like top 3 at merch, and then when you bring in these other people, he just slowly, a lot of people still dress like him. So I mean, but then again, when did they get those outfits? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm asking. So we will have a new TV show from NXT Total Divas. All right, well,
Lord.
okay. Thanks, Cade. You say Dart don't like that comparison? I mean, we're not gonna always agree on stuff. I'm just saying this is how I'm seeing Orange. I'm not saying he's trash or nothing like that, or I'm just saying right now he is being used as the guy to have a great match, but he at the end of the day, he's gonna be putting people over. That's all I'm saying about Orange, and that's what Nathan Frazier is doing in NXT. He's there to have a great match, but right now, at the moment, he's putting other people over. So I see that's my comparison with it. But yeah, Orange is definitely a bigger name than Nathan Frazier. I'm not saying they're the same level of names. I'm just saying how they being used. So, I don't know, man. That's what I got to say on that. I don't know if you got anything else to say. So,
No, I think I think we got it. Yeah, but you thought that AEW this week was just
yeah, it was
you feel
okay.
the same way about it. It was just like just kind of there.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
Every match is, I mean, they do a great job once again, as always, telling like stories. But yeah, compared to how they normally do it, it just seemed, yeah, all right, cool. All right, we got through this episode. That's what it felt like. Outside of the Undisputed Elite doing that thing. Kate, you see, this is why Get the Tables was getting on your ass. Look, we talking about this stuff. This is what our show is for. We're talking about this stuff, Kate.
Oh man, was he the
Yeah, so Kate want to come in and announce everything like he's Sean Ross or something. Hey,
I remember that. You
he
did that
made
at
Tony
SummerSlam.
mad.
I remember that. Yeah, shoot.
That's why I say you gotta be doing something.
Io Shirai is doing it. Io Sky now, guys. She just came in.
Like, we're watching it right now, bro. Like what? We're talking about it right now. We already went through Raw and NXT, and we talked about the women's tag titles, and we're gonna talk about them again because we're about to go right into SmackDown. So let me get SmackDown on the screen. So shout out to everybody that's here, kicking it with us on Twitch and YouTube. Much love to y'all. Face said Kay don't deserve to hate. Man, if you piss Tony off like you did at SummerSlam, there's something wrong with you. That's how I look at it, because Tony don't get mad. So if you're able to piss him off during the stream, you can't say nothing, Face. You got blocked by Tony. So like you got banned.
Get this man out of here. Get out of here,
Get out of here, bro. Like, stop, bro.
Goodness gracious.
So moving on. This guy
What's going on right now? What's happening?
Yeah, like, how you gonna try to talk? Man, get out of here, bro. Both of y'all. Yeah, we heard Blake Christian apparently signed ring. Yeah, man, like, there you go. So we're gonna skip the SmackDown because once again I wasn't able to watch Impact. I wasn't at home, had a music gig. And I still haven't been able to catch up on it. So we're gonna go right into SmackDown. Started off with Pat McAfee. They gave this man his whole football like John Madden like screen prompter where he could circle him kicking Corbin in the nuts. And it was cool the first couple of times they showed it, and they showed the replay like 15 more times. And I'm like, bro, you are wearing okay now. It's starting to get
it's like Cesaro and the UFO.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was like, bro, we get it. We get it. And Pat was trying his hardest. They just would not stop showing the damn replay. So like Pat is just like, okay, you go keep showing. I gotta keep saying something. So yeah. Then he circled it. They showed Corbin backstage, and this was stupid too. Corbin is in front of the screen, and he got like 15 wrestlers right behind him, just look like a choir, look like a music choir, a gospel choir, just in the huddle, just standing there watching it and laughing. And Corbin is just like in front of him, like, what is that about? What are we doing here? Is Vince back? What is going on? That's what I thought to myself when SmackDown started. Damn, Vince must be back. So Corbin picks out Ricochet out of all the people that was laughing. Okay, Ricochet was like, we can settle this in the ring if you got an issue with me. So everybody is in catering decided to stand up at the same time in the same exact spot in a perfect line. Like, come on, this is crazy. But Ricochet ended up getting a match with Corbin, and yeah, that's fine. But we can make a joke out of somebody here. We're not gonna be in the same room, standing up looking like a Mississippi Mass choir, pointing and laughing while he's in front of the TV watching. So, but Ricochet ended up getting the win over Corbin, and the first thing I thought about was Triple H, NXT Black and Gold. Ricochet is back in the winning column. So that match happened, followed by Shinsuke taking out Marcel. Well, I'm sorry, not Marcel anymore. Ludwig to become the #1 contender for the IC title. So he's gonna take on Gunther, aka Walter, and back to back NXT Black and Gold guys taking over the show. We got to get into this. Liv Morgan comes out, and the fans, for whatever reason, booed, chanted, "You tapped out," and even started chanting Ronda Rousey's name. What the hell is going on? Let's stop there. What do you have on that, Dart? What happened?
This was the poor booking from SummerSlam that we were talking about. You should have had what's her name? Liv just go over clean on Ronda. Then Ronda could have got mad at the end and then beat everybody up, and you could have done the same thing. But this is what happens when you try to, I don't know, just book yourself out of a corner like this. And I don't know, you're gonna say, like, some people are gonna say that it's just like, well, you didn't want to beat Ronda, and this is the hand that they were given, and they needed to play this out because of what Vince wanted. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I would have just had Liv go over clean. I just would have had Liv go over clean, because doing what they did, this is the type of reaction you're gonna get. You have a champion that already won from iffy ways through the Money in the Bank briefcase. Now you have her in her first defense win through even more controversial ways. Like, that's gonna rub some people the type of ways. And Kayla Braxton, by the way, was not having any of it, which I thought was hilarious.
Yeah, she wasn't happy seeing her friend get booed in the ring. But even with all that, the fans cried for Liv for months, really over a year at this point now. Cried for Liv. Liv needs a chance. Liv don't ever get the chance to do this. Liv needs to be champ. So push Liv. They said it for a year. She gets the title. They go crazy. Everybody go crazy for her winning. And yeah, she had a match, but it's against Ronda Rousey. People didn't expect her to defend the title against Ronda. So the fact that they even gave her, it was a shitty finish. How she won. She should have went over clean, but she still beat Ronda Rousey. She's the only person to beat Ronda Rousey twice in the company. Can't nobody else say that, no matter how it happened. Can't nobody else say that. Now Ronda is gone. She's actually able to move on to other people and maybe start showing that she can be a legit champion. They didn't even give it a chance. They booed her, and it's crazy because Daniel Bryan was right, aka Bryan Danielson, calling them fickle, and Becky Lynch was right just a few months ago, said whoever takes this title off of me or whoever becomes the next women's champion that y'all cheering for and enjoying, y'all gonna turn on them after they get the title. And we've talked about this. They did it with Drew. They did it with AJ near the end of his title run. They started getting tired of AJ. People started getting tired of Kofi. And I was like, how you getting tired of these guys after, you know what I'm saying, they just won a title? No, they're boring. They're boring. It's not fucking 2K. You can't just... Anyway, fans, if you that type of fan, it's not the show for you. Just like I said earlier, if you the type that fall for that stupid shit that be posted on the internet, and you be like, Triple H is bringing back WWF, you dumbass, this is not the show for you. And I don't care how you feel about it. If you fell for it, I am talking about you. If you fell for that video that said on a Friday before SummerSlam, that said The Fiend and Edge teamed up to take out Judgment Day on that Friday before SummerSlam even happened, this is not the show for you. Because I'm going to talk about your ass. Just facts. I don't even want those type of fans in my... Not mine. I don't know about Dark. Dark may feel different. Me personally, dope content, I don't want those type of wrestling fans near my community at all. You toxic as fuck. I've already dealt with your ass back in the day. A good 50% of y'all are blocked and banned from the channel anyway. And if you went to the second page, I banned and blocked your ass from that channel as well. So I'm just saying, I don't want those type of people. So that's just me. I can't speak for Dark. I don't want those type of people.
But why you think I want those type of people?
Hey man, I don't want to speak for. I don't want to speak for you. You're a grown man. I don't want to speak for you. So you know what I'm saying. But Sonya Deville comes out. Liv kind of handled it well. She was like, "Hey, y'all called me out on my shit." She cussed. She actually said shit on Channel 4 on Fox. So, which was crazy. I'm like TV 14. We've heard wrestlers. We heard shit. We've heard all of this. Sonya Deville comes out and calls Liv Morgan a fraud. This sets up a gauntlet match to determine the new number one contender. It started with Shayna Baszler. I'm sorry. Hold on. I skipped ahead. It started with Sonya Deville and Aaliyah. Sonya Deville gets the win over Aaliyah. And then Raquel comes out smiling. She's still smiling, Dark. She takes out Sonya Deville while she was smiling. And then she takes out Shotzi while smiling. And then she took out Xia Li while smiling. I was a little upset about the Xia Li one. Then she took out Natalya while smiling. And then Shayna Baszler music hit. They zoomed in on her face, and you could see it in her eyes. As soon as she came out, I grabbed my phone and tweeted, "Did y'all see the look on Shayna Baszler's face? She is winning. Let's go." While she's walking to the ring, I immediately tweeted that. So I saw it in her eyes. She had a different look than what she had the last few times coming out. And of course, Shayna Baszler picked up the victory. She is now the number one contender. Once again, NXT Black and Gold. Liv Morgan, NXT Black and Gold. Shayna Baszler, NXT Black and Gold. Raquel dominated the match. NXT Black and Gold. Any thoughts on that whole gauntlet?
It was an all right gauntlet match. I'm glad that Shayna is gonna get that time back. I think you've got a lot of work. Triple H is gonna have a lot of work rebuilding a lot of the people from Vince's time in power, because he did a good job building these guys up in NXT, but they were torn down. So he's gonna have to do a lot of work, and Lord knows Shayna's gonna need that work done to her character and everything. First week on Raw, she was portrayed as a fucking vampire. Her mouth was fucking bleeding after she bit Becky. Oh yeah, I didn't forget that. So yeah, she needs this. I don't even necessarily think she should win the match against Liv, but she definitely needs to go out there. She needs a good few weeks while she has the spotlight, and she needs to show the fuck out in Wales. So I really hope the best for Shayna in this whole program.
See, that's the thing. I'm not worried about Shayna anymore with Triple H running it, because Shayna, it's already been proven Triple H know how to use Shayna and make her a legit badass on the show. Whereas, like, yo, you better watch out for this woman because she's a beast. Like, I want to see Shayna just wreck shop in the locker room, even to the point where she takes out Raquel in the back. Raquel comes out and calls out to a match, and she beats her one-on-one. Like, don't leave any doubt, because right now people are having doubt and saying, well, only reason Shayna beat Raquel because Shayna came out last. Nah, set them up for a one-on-one match and have Shayna just beat her down. As strong as Raquel has been looking, have Shayna beat her down and look legit. It's simple as that. People will look at Shayna quickly just off of that.
Yeah. And yeah, like they were calling her a submission magician again. I don't know if they stopped doing that or not, but all those things. Dan the Lions fan said it before that they were bringing up their past in NXT and stuff all over the show, both shows. Yes. So that was a big positive. I noticed that, and that was a huge positive. Because that was really, why wouldn't you? NXT it's not like it's not canon. Why wouldn't you want to bring up their accomplishments? You've got former champions on your show. Yes. Acknowledge it. So yeah, absolutely. I thought that was great. So
yeah, I just don't understand. Vince, man, good Lord. When you really think about the things that was going on.
He was insane. He was stupid. This man was out of touch. He was out of touch. People like to give him credit because of the things he did in the 90s, and I understand. But this guy was in power. He was in power for way too long. He was in power for way too long. He was not able to adapt. And that was Evolution's whole thing back when they came back. Adapt and survive. Like, this guy, he was surviving, but he wasn't adapting to nothing. It was his show.
I was today just driving home. I was just randomly thinking. I was like, damn, man, Vince did a lot. What the hell was Vince thinking with a lot of this stuff? So I was just randomly thinking about like our old podcast episodes where we're just like mad, we're going off. And I was thinking about the show tonight, and I was like, wait, we really don't have shit to be mad about. I'm like, that's a weird feeling, because we're just like, that was pretty good. That was pretty good too. That was pretty good too. It's like I was trying to think of something that I was like, what are we going to be mad about tonight? And I was like, I don't think we really have nothing. Yeah, I was like, that's a crazy feeling. And I just randomly started thinking about like the shit that Vince was doing and the stuff we were saying on the show. I'm just like, what the hell was going on with this man? Like,
it's just like to cause people stress. I think that's what it was. I think that's all he wanted to do.
Bro, that's like Michael Cole seems happier. And you know what I'm saying? Just
I mean, look at it. He said that he felt happier when Pat McAfee came on. And when Pat McAfee was on, you could tell there was a little bit more freedom on the things that they were saying.
Yeah.
So yeah, now Pat McAfee comes on and now take away the guy that was restricting you in the first place. Yeah, this guy sounds a million times better. Absolutely.
Like, people are actually praising Michael Cole again for his commentary. Bro, he hasn't got praise since 99, bro. Like, yo, you're praising Michael Cole. Actually, since him and Taz, what was that, 2003, 2002? That little run he had with Taz, when him and Taz were killing it. But yeah, man, it's just, I just started thinking about the shit that Vince was doing and the Viking experience, which the Viking Raiders came out and defeated a jobber team. I don't remember them talking about NXT with them. So I don't do you remember hearing anything about NXT titles with them?
No, I have a whole gripe with how the Viking Raiders were portrayed on this episode of SmackDown. Because I want them to be portrayed. You go ahead and continue with what happened with these guys.
And then afterwards, Kofi Kingston came out, attacked both with a kendo stick. And the way I looked at it, I was like, oh, shoot. That looked like champion Kofi Kingston from back in the day when he was, Kofi Mania, being serious and not joking around for once. So we've been talking about how New Day has just been a joke, but Kofi ended up having a one-on-one match with Eric and ended up beating him. So go ahead, your thoughts.
Well, I didn't think of it like that. If that's the case, then if they're going to try and push Kofi for another singles run, cool. As long as this is done, as long as this is immediately donezo and they're just moving on from it, that's fine. But yeah, if not, then I have a whole big problem with this because you've been pushing. I was hoping that after Vince had left and they were already pushing the Viking Raiders, that they would push these guys into something. possibly, and this was far-fetched, but I was like thinking possibly go back to War Raiders and just go back to that presentation because these guys were undefeated in NXT. But these guys come out, they beat a local tag team, and then they get, after weeks of the New Day having trouble beating these guys, they lose to just one member. It's just like I just hated that. I just hated that. But if they're going with what you had mentioned, because I didn't even think of that, if they're going back to Kofi in his singles run, and if that's what they were trying to focus on, as long as we're doing that and just getting this over with, I'm fine with that. But if that doesn't happen, then yeah, I did not like this. I did not like this at all.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Dan says he likes how Pat really got Ricochet over on SmackDown.
He did.
The crowd was pretty into it. Yeah, okay.
He did. Oh, the crowd was better than Raw, I'll tell you that.
Max says he thinks that Shotzi will get her tank back, and he said that he's glad that they're saying wrestler. They're allowed to say wrestler again.
Bro,
yeah,
Pat said wrestling. He said wrestler so hard doing one part. He was like, yeah, when you become a WWE, did he kind of pause? Wrestler. I was like, damn, Pat meant that. I was like, okay, Pat. He been waiting to say that for a while. I can't remember what match it was. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it, but that was crazy. He said it super aggressive. All right, so Roman Reigns and the Bloodline come out. Oh, let's go backstage. I'm sorry, because this is funny because I think something is gonna happen and I'm gonna laugh my ass off when it does happen. So let's go backstage real quick. Sami Zayn has been trying to get in touch with Roman Reigns the whole night, and the Usos are just giving him the run around, sort of like these wrestlers and radio stations giving me the run around right now. AJ Francis, I am calling you out on the show. I called you out again on Twitter, on Twitch, and you was like, no, Twitter, and you was like, yeah, pretty soon, man, soon. Okay, whatever. We're months into this conversation now, so I'm gonna keep doing it that way just to see if this man actually hop on the show. But because anyway, I'm not gonna go there. But Sami Zayn has been trying to get into it with he's been trying to get in touch with Roman Reigns, and at the end of the day, after getting the runaround the whole night, Jey Uso is like, you know what, forget this, man. Let me tell you the truth. You're not pulling your weight around here, and if you don't get some gold around your waist, we're gonna make you take that shirt off real fast. So you're not talking to Roman Reigns tonight. And Sammy just kind of looked like, oh, okay. And then he walked off. I already pictured it in my head as soon as it happened. He's not gonna be in the IC title. He can't be in the US title because US is on Raw. This man is about to snag the 24/7 title and bring it to SmackDown. Yep. And he's gonna run around like an idiot, like, look who's on this, and it's gonna be hilarious, bro. And I can't wait to see it. Please take that title off of Dana Brooke Monday, tomorrow, and just have your way with it, Sammy. Let's go. I see it all day, and I hope it happens. I hope it happens, Lord. Man. That would be hilarious. Yo, if anybody can make it work, it's Sami Zayn. So, and he's gonna run around.
He's really good at comedy. He's really good at comedy. Yeah.
So imagine him coming out dancing.
And I was gonna say, did you notice how on this week we didn't see the 24/7 title once at all?
And to the people talking about Austin Theory, yeah, he did. Jay wasn't playing with him, man. Mm-hmm. Jimmy was the one that accepted him as honorary Roos anyway. Wasn't Jay? Jay was kind of looking like, "What you doing, bro?" So, yeah, Jay always had a problem with Sammy, but he said maybe he gonna take the title off Roman. Stop. But speaking of Austin Theory, Austin Theory wasn't on TV Friday or Monday, and everybody get on the internet swearing they know everything, listening once again, because I saw another clip from this guy, JD from NY, saying, oh, it's all bad. Austin Theory is going downhill. Dumbass. Actually, JD, I'm not even going to call him out because he did correct himself, apparently, on another stream. But to the idiots, pay attention. Follow on social media. Go look at the person's social media before you start saying shit about them on social media. Go follow their Instagram or something. Get to see what's really going on. Austin Theory had an uncle pass away. Sunday, I believe. That's why he wasn't on Raw. That's why he wasn't on Friday Night SmackDown. It's not because he's been written off TV. He still has the Money in the Bank briefcase. Why would you just write him off TV and he still has that briefcase? He don't have to be on every single week, every single show. Like, just I'll whoop JD's ass, boy. Don't get me started. Trust me. Trust me.
I'll be the referee.
Yeah. That ain't gonna be long at all. I promise you that. That one ain't gonna last long at all. And you can clip this and send it to his ass.
You said Max said that his uncle was the one that got him into wrestling as a kid, and that was his biggest supporter too.
Exactly. So that's why he's not on TV. And again, even if that didn't happen, he don't have to be on every episode, bruh. You trying to build up other folks. Like, bro, stop this.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. This is what people that watch Raw and SmackDown are programmed to seeing these people every week. It's like when it's not like in AEW does this where they don't have people every week. Triple H, when he was doing NXT Black and Gold, he only had when he started it, he only had 1 hour of television time, so he wasn't able to put everybody on. He was only able to pick out certain people, and that's what made it. The 1 hour version of NXT was my favorite because you were going back and forth between things, and that's what made these things even more special. By the time a takeover came around, you were like, I need to see the conclusion of this. People that watch these main roster shows, they're just programmed to see people every week, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's why they have these types of mindsets where it's just like they don't see them. They just start making these really dumb statements like the ones we're hearing about Theory now.
Yeah, I'm like, this man, first of all, people forget he's an NXT Black and Gold guy too. He's a Triple H guy too.
Mm-hmm.
So what makes you think that this man, anyway, this boy, like you said, the Usos could turn on Sammy and Kevin Owens saves him and become a team. I don't know. I like my idea better with Sammy running around like an idiot with the 24/7 title, honestly. But that could happen. It could happen. But
Max says just have him go. See, I thought of that actually. I think this would be a good idea. He says have him go away and have us forget that he even has the briefcase and have him come back and cash in on somebody to
cash
make it
in
even more
Castle.
surprise.
That'll be
perfect. Oh, well, yeah, once we get into the main event segment, yeah, we'll get into that. But yeah, that would be a good idea. So if what we think happens, it would be a great idea.
Yeah, so we at the main event now. So like I said, Usos and the Bloodline are in the ring right now. Roman is giving his spiel about you know how we do. We show up, we win our matches, and we brag about it on SmackDown. This is what we do. Drew McIntyre comes out without the sword, by the way, so that's a good sign. No sword from Drew. And I'm just like, that made me think too. Vince really thought, get this man a sword. Have him cut the top ropes, and when he cut the top ropes, pyro goes off. Like it's just ha ha ha. This is great.
Well, I'll tell you what I thought, because Drew came out and he didn't have his sword, and at first I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, this is okay. I like this. He doesn't have his sword. Everything that you basically said, I was like, dope.
Yeah. And
then the first thing out of Drew's mouth is, oh, look, it's the tribal queef. I was like, bro, what? Yeah. What?
He's not the best on the mic he's not the best with like throwing jabs on the mic. That is a downfall for Drew. Like, people talk about Bobby Lashley, but Drew ain't that much better with throwing jabs. Like, Drew is good at just hyping the crowd up and saying, I'm gonna kick somebody's, you know what? That's what Drew is good at. He's not good at like taking jabs at nobody. So, but whatever.
That was not good. That was not good.
Drew is walking, and next thing you know, you see the bird flying, you see the smoke, the black and white, you hear the music. Yeah. I literally stood up. I was sitting down on my couch and I just stood up like, no way this guy is back. And then you see Scarlett. And I was like,
at the top of the ramp, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you see. You see that giant black and white with the bird and Scarlett. Because before they took her singing out when Vince had his presentation. But you hear the singing and you see Scarlett moving around at the top of the ramp. Yeah. Go ahead.
And I was like, bruh, I saw Scarlett and I was like, grab my phone. Holy shit. That's what I typed. So I'm like, not only are they bringing him back, but they're bringing back the character that we like.
Yep.
That we love in NXT, even though he got ripped on the mic by Gargano and Adam Cole. And we joked about him getting carried in those matches with those guys, which he did. But Kross as that character was with Scarlett was still a dope ass character, and there was a reason why he was a champ in NXT. Bro, that was, and Kross came up behind him. The crowd was just kind of dead. Which I kind of blame Vince again, because last time they saw this man, he was in a sex gladiator helmet with sex suspenders and stuff. Yeah. But he's back to being his old self, and now he got hair too. He got hair now too. So maybe they didn't, maybe nobody watched Create Your Narrative. They didn't realize that was Kross. But Scarlett is here. Kross is here. Scarlett leaves the little timer.
The time. Yeah, she had the sand glass. She had that too. I hadn't seen, which I thought was a really cool touch, because I completely forgot about that NXT character.
Yeah, and Roman was just kind of looking like, okay, we might have something here, because this guy looks dangerous. And TikTok, that's what Kross was doing. They went off the air. The internet blew up. The crowd was dead. You go ahead and talk about the rumor that we both heard. Let's go ahead and get into it.
So the rumor that was going around afterwards is that WWE. It had been reported that Karrion Kross was going to be brought in by Triple H earlier in the day. It was reported that. But I didn't have any clue that it was going to be this soon. So I was genuinely shocked to hear that report earlier in the day, and then
I didn't even see the report. Yeah,
I saw the report, but then I didn't even know that I didn't know it was just going to happen that soon. So I was just shocked to see that it had happened that night. And Kross was just on that last Ric Flair's last match card. That previous Sunday.
He was
just under MLW's banner, which is even crazy. All of this stuff, it's crazy. So yeah, but after all of that comes out, so there was another report coming out that they were saying that they put Kross in this position to potentially challenge for one of Roman's belts at Clash at the Castle. So the report came out because they were saying that Triple H wants a major title on Raw, because right now we're only really seeing Roman on SmackDown. We're not really seeing him a lot on the Raw show, and he wants a title on the flagship show.
Was it Triple H or USA? I heard it was USA.
I heard Triple H. I heard it was coming from Triple H.
Okay.
So we might potentially see a title change for the Universal title. Or no, it's the WWE title, right?
Yeah.
For the WWE title coming out of Clash at the Champions. So the interesting thing would see who would come out with that, because going back to theory, what if they do take him out, we don't hear from him until Clash at the Castle, and then he comes out and cashes in on Drew?
Well, so when they fight, both titles are going to be on the line, right? When Roman and Drew fight, right?
I don't know what they would do in this scenario.
That's how it's been since Roman won both belts. Like, both titles have been on the line.
But they might do a thing where they might do like a Rollins what is it called? They might do a Rollins Night of the Champions situation where they have him just defend both belts one right after another, because he defended the US Championship against Cena and then had to defend the WWE Championship in the main event against Sting right afterwards. So they might have Roman do that. Or they could also do what they did at WrestleMania 2000 and do a 2 out of 3 falls match, with each fall being contested for a title shot.
Yes, I got mixed reactions, mixed emotions about. I'm perfectly fine with them splitting the titles up again, because right now it's just being held hostage
by one
with
person,
Roman, and he's really not on both shows like they said. And I thought they was going to make it one title, and they never did it. Like, they never really gave it one unification belt, just like the tag titles. They never turned them into one titles. That's why I was excited when the opportunity first came to, we about to unify the heavyweight and the tag titles. So I'm like, bet we about to get new belts that's, one belt for each person, each team and each person, but it never happened. They walking around with all this damn, it looks crazy. So, yeah, I don't. So if they do it at the next pay-per-view at the Clash, you'll probably have Roman and Kross open up for the WWE title. Kross somehow gets the win. With cheat, whatever, however they want to spin it to keep Roman looking strong. I just don't like Roman losing just because they want another title. They want a title back on Raw. I just don't like that. Like, I don't mind Kross winning and them splitting it. I just don't like Roman losing all this momentum, just because they want a title back on Raw. So I got mixed emotions about that.
Whoever Roman's lose to, it's gonna have to be. I don't know. It's just, you built this guy up so big that whatever happens, it has to be. I think the only way you get a win over Roman is with Theory. I think you need to use him to get a win, and it probably. I think your idea would work. Start the show off with Roman getting a win over what's his name?
Kross. And Theory comes in and take it from there.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would have Kross beat him for it. I would have Kross beat what is it called? Roman beat Kross for it, and Kross just takes Roman to the limit. Have Roman come back at the end of the show against McIntyre, and then have Theory cash in against McIntyre, and Roman doesn't even get pinned, because I feel like that's probably what's gonna happen actually.
Yeah, Theory needs to cash in at Clash. Like, don't. Either way, like if you're gonna have Roman lose, and there's no better way to do it than have him and Drew lose in Drew home country.
Yeah.
That's heat.
Oh, man.
Talk about heat. That's heat. That'll put this man on a map. But it's just like,
do they want to do? Does Triple H? That's another question. Does Triple H want to do that
right
does
now?
Triple H want to have? Yeah. Because I feel like when a hometown hero loses in their home state or their home country, that's more so the company getting heat rather than the person themselves getting heat, I feel like. And I don't know if that's something that he would want to do in his just when he's just starting to get control of this company.
I think you can have Theory come out and have Roman distracted. Roman gets hit with the Claymore. Drew gets the win. And Drew is celebrating. The crowd is going crazy. You have that moment. Theory hits him in the back of the head with the briefcase. Theory pins Drew and runs. That's how you end. So the crowd will have that moment of Drew actually beating Roman, which is what they're there for. They're there to see Drew beat Roman. You got it. Drew beats Roman. He holds up the title. He does his little spin like he did at the Royal Rumble. Celebrates. Crowd goes crazy. You get the camera shot. Theory knocks him out with the briefcase. Gets the pin. Runs. End of the show. So everybody wins on that one. You got your heat on Theory, and you got the crowd moment. So, but
that place would go in England. That place will go freaking insane too. That would be a hell of a crowd reaction.
It'll probably be a ride.
That would be insane. For the visual, that might be insane to see.
My only thing is the way they've been showcasing the title since Roman won is every time he defends one, he's defending both. So they're gonna have to come to a point where Kross is like, hey, but then again, they brought Kross back on SmackDown too. So like, is he gonna be a SmackDown or a Raw guy?
Well, this is how they get out of it. Like, he could be on SmackDown right now and just that's the problem. Roman's not on Raw.
So is he going to make it clear that I want the WWE title or the Universal? Let's just say WWE title, because if that's the one that they want to get back on Raw, Kross has to make it clear at some point, I want the WWE title. Mm-hmm. So Roman can lose that however he loses it, or maybe Roman just give it up. I don't know. I don't like Roman losing just for the hell of it. But and then you have the Clash, how it is with Theory, McIntyre, and Roman. They do their thing. If Theory gets moved to SmackDown as Universal Champ, Kross get moves to Raw as the WWE champ, and then we go from there. Like, I just need them to like
something.
clarify how it's gonna be defended.
This is interesting. Throwing Kross into the mix definitely. It got me confused on a lot of things. So I definitely do want to see where they're going with this too. You said personally McIntyre's song.
Yeah, here comes Rob with his capping. This is why you can't win in WWE 2K, my guy. They hate you because you always capping. So they trying to humble you. I done figured it out. 2K is humbling you, Rob, because you always come in capping. So 2K say, oh, Rob here, we got something for him. Rope break don't mean nothing when Rob is cheering for the other guy. 1, 2, 3, Rob, take the points. You're losing. So, man, I got to post a clip of one, bro. It was bad. He was going for Randy Orton. Randy right in front of the ref, grabbed the ropes, and the ref did not care. He did not care, and he lost. Rob was pissed. It was hilarious. But that is SmackDown for you. We got to figure out how they do it, but they got to make it clear. They need to break it down on how they gonna split up the titles if they do split up the titles, and because right now I'm under the impression that if Roman lose a title match, he's losing both titles. Because that's how it's been presented. So
they'll just have to say something. They'll just have to be like, yeah, so we're gonna have one title for something. But if that's what they're gonna go for, then I think they should. But I think that's I would rather there be a title on each show rather than just there be 2 titles on one. I was okay with the idea, but we're barely seeing Roman. And yeah, that was my only thing. I was okay with it until we kind of started to see what Roman's new schedule was gonna be. So
okay.
You said Rob made you rich AF.
He did, bro. Max came on big time on Rob, boy. That was hilarious. But yeah, we're down to AEW Rampage.
AEW started off with a world title eliminator match between Moxley and Mance Warner. This was a really, really bloody match. Warner just busted open. The match came at the end when Moxley had him in an elevated bulldog choke, and he just would not let go. And Mance went out, and he just dropped him, and the referee called for the bell. And Moxley won via knockout, essentially. So, did you see this match? What did you think?
Typical Moxley match. That's what I thought about it.
Konosuke Takeshita. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Konosuke Takeshita came in for a match against Ryan Nemeth. This was just an enhancement match because Konosuke had a match against Claudio Castagnoli the day after at Battle of the Belts. Konosuke just destroyed Ryan, and a quick squash match. After the match, Peter Avalon came in to try and jump Takeshita, but he was hit with a big jumping knee and taken out as well. After this, we had Madison Rayne versus Layla Gray. Actually, hold on a second. Yeah, because that was something that I wanted to talk about. So, AEW made a bunch of new announcements. There's been multiple extended backstage roles that they have added. Madison Rayne being one of them. Did you hear about this, Dope?
Yeah, she's like the trainer or the head coach. I forgot what the exact term was for the women's division.
Yeah, so she'll be the coach of the women's division, which I guess started when was this? August 3rd is when all these people were signed up. Sanjay Dutt has been promoted to vice president of production and creative coordination. QT Marshall has also been promoted to vice president of show and creative coordination. Pat Buck, for people that don't know who Pat Buck is, Pat Buck was the small redhead that was being thrown around by Nia Jax during the pandemic era. He has been promoted to vice president of talent of the talent department. And Tony Schiavone has been promoted to senior producer and special advisor to talent. And all this coming off of the heels of the issue with Jonathan Gresham off of that Ring of Honor show. So I think this was a accurate way to handle something that was pretty negative and blaring coming out of that great show from Death Before Dishonor.
What do you think about Madison Rain being a coach of the women's division?
I think that's a good idea. Madison Rain is a great coach to have on your roster. Do you not agree with that?
Well, what did you think about her in-ring work?
In ring, it's fine. I mean, Maria Kanellis was never like great in ring, but she did a good job for the women's division in Ring of Honor. So it has a lot to do with what you can do on backstage and how you can manage the women there. More so, I think. So.
Okay, I was just trying to see how you think compared to what I've seen, because there's a lot of people that was like, "Well, she sucks as a," and I'm like, first of all, she didn't suck. She just wasn't the best. She didn't suck. She was a great talker as well. That's why she became champ so many times in Impact. And she just knew how to get over. She knew how to get heat when she needed. So yeah, as far as coaching, that's great. Matt Bloom, is that his name in NXT? Matt Bloom used to be Albert.
Yep.
He wasn't the best, and he's a great coach in NXT. And this goes down to like NBA, NFL. You got former players that become coaches. You be like, oh, he sucked as a good player, but hey, great coaches. Ty Lue for the Clippers. Like, you just because you couldn't physically do it, don't mean you don't know how. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got to say. That's why I asked you that, because I've been seeing people, oh, she ain't the greatest wrestler. The women's division ain't gonna get no better. And I'm just like, okay, well, all right.
Yeah, people that are saying that,
yeah, so.
It's just stupid. But you can't do that. You can't fix stupid. That's the saying. So
apparently not. Yeah.
We had a promo by Jade. Mark Henry was coming out. Swerve in Our Glory versus Josh Woods and Tony Nese in a street fight for the tag team titles is the main event. And Swerve in Our Glory picked up the win and retained their titles. Yeah, this was just kind of a show that was there for the week that was leading into Battle of the Belts, because that was the big show for AEW this week, I would say. So what did you think of Rampage this week?
You're bold as hell to do a suplex spot with Keith Lee over some tables from the apron to the floor. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I was like, okay, good luck with that. And that's a big man to be doing a suplex spot from the apron to the two tables on the floor.
Dude. Oh Lord, bro, that was just scary. Oh man.
Yeah, and it looked like it went in slow motion too. I was like, oh, here they go. But they got through it. So they got through it. That was. I was laughing. I laughed my ass off on that spot. I was cracking up. I was like, I can't believe he even did this. But that was a good match. It was a decent show. It was better than last week's Rampage. I'll tell you that. So yeah, let's get to Battle of the Belts. Which I don't have a graphic for. I didn't even think about it. But so let's get into it.
Battle of the Belts 3. This was shown off of the latest tapings that we saw from this was taped off of the latest show from Rampage. So it started off with Lethal and Wardlow. Wardlow ended up winning with a powerbomb. After the match, Dutt and Satnam Singh went into the ring to beat up on Wardlow. Wardlow would get the upper hand, and he tried to give Satnam Singh a powerbomb. I am waiting for the day that he actually gets this off on Satnam Singh, because that's going to look insane.
But yeah, if he does, that's tough. I ain't gonna lie to you, that's a tough one.
But Sanjay Dutt ended up stopping Wardlow, and Satnam Singh picked up Wardlow for a chokeslam and put him through a table that they had set up in the ring. Yeah, that day, the day that happens, it'll be crazy. That kind of reminds me of when what's his name? When Batista got Great Khali up for a Batista bomb. That was just ridiculous.
He did. And I got Kevin Nash Big Show vibes when that happened too. I was like, please don't break this man's neck. But yeah.
Oh Lord.
He did get him up. So maybe Wardlow can get him up. I don't know. We'll see.
Second match of the night. AEW Women's title on the line. Thunder Rosa with Toni Storm defending against Jamie Hayter, who came out with Britt Baker and Rebel. This was a really good match between these two. there was a point in the match where Jamie Hayter lifted Thunder Rosa up for a brainbuster. And when Thunder Rosa came down, her knee just kind of snapped and hit Hayter right in the nose. It was reported after the match that Hayter from that spot ended up breaking her nose. And she finished the match. Jamie Hayter was pinned after Rosa hit her with a roll-up and got the 3 count. Yeah, this was a really good match, and I could not believe... I didn't even know. Watching it the first time, I didn't even realize that Jamie Hayter had got her nose broken, so...
Yeah, that's the only this only match I didn't see, so I got to go back and watch it. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's crazy. She broke her nose. That's crazy.
Final match, main event of the evening. This was phenomenal. Claudio Castagnoli defending his ROH World Heavyweight Championship against Konosuke Takeshita, with Caprice Coleman and William Regal joining commentary. Just right off the bat, Claudio went for a uppercut to Konosuke, who was in the corner, but Konosuke got out of the way and tried to go for a lariat. These guys were just fighting at a rabbit's pace to start off. There were lariats that were traded, uppercuts that were traded, German suplexes, big knees. This was just like a all Japan pro wrestling style of match that I was watching, and it was fantastic. There was a spot where Takeshita went for a flying forearm, and Claudio caught him in midair and hit a Death Valley driver, which was insane. Both men were down, throwing elbows back and forth. Claudio hit a springboard European uppercut. Then he hit hammer and anvil elbows to Claudio, and then followed that up with a Ricola bomb, getting the victory. This was a great main event to this show. This was, bar none, the best show from AEW this week, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I'll probably go ahead and say it now. That was probably match of the week. Yeah, I'm trying to decide between it's 3 matches that I really like this week. Was the first triple threat with AJ, Ali, and Miz. That match with Claudio Takeshita and Nathan Frazier versus actually, you know what? I like the women's tag title match too in NXT, the Fatal 4-Way. That was a good match as well. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get a match of the week to Claudio and Takeshita. So that was a fire match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was Battle of the Belts. What did you think of the show, Dope?
That show was good. Like I said, it was their best show. That was their best show of the week. I'm trying to think. Who's next for Claudio?
His next opponent? Oh,
yeah.
Lord. Oh, man. Man, I don't know. I can't think of anybody off the top of my head who his next opponent would be. It's got to be somebody. I don't know. It's got to be somebody good. Would you have him defend at All Out?
Yeah, especially if they still trying to get I don't know if they working on a TV deal. If they got one, they ain't said nothing yet.
They said they would talk about what their plan is with because they said that they're going to be revamping Honor Club, and they would talk about it at their next Ring of Honor show. So
when is
we'll hear about it. I don't know. But they said the next Ring of Honor show they're going to be talking about their revamped Ring of Honor the streaming service. So I don't know if they're going to have a show ready by then or what, but yeah, they're signing people. So
keep on defending that title on the pay-per-views of AEW, because you got to keep it fresh in people's mind. Out of sight, out of mind. That's how it is, especially in the wrestling game. So yeah, find somebody for him to defend it against and just keep it going. Gresham pushed the hell out of that title. That's why he's so upset that now that they're getting a chance that it's taken away from him. I mean, he did push.
He kept it going. He
carried the hell out of that company. He went everywhere with that title and defended it everywhere. So Impact pay-per-views. Yeah. So, but it is what it is. Gresham. I don't even know what to say about that. I let it. It is what it is. This is what I'm gonna say about the Gresham thing. But that is it, man, for the week. We've got everybody updated with everything. Trying to see if I missed anything. Did we miss anything? I don't think we did. I think we nailed everything. Like we said, we talked about Sami Zayn possibly getting the 24/7 title and running around crazy. That's what I personally think he's gonna do. And I hope it happens tomorrow because I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna enjoy the hell out of Sami Zayn trying to be a bloodline member with this 24/7 title, and they just looking at him like he crazy. Trying to see if I missed any backstage news. I know it was something else I wanted to bring up, but I can't remember it now. But all right, yeah, until I remember it, show of the week, superstar of the week.
My show of the week goes to night 2 of the 5-star Grand Prix from Stardom. I was having a hard time figuring out which show I wanted to give it to. I think I gave it to the second one because their tag match that they had I thought was way better. We had we had Kairi and Natsupoi going up against Mayu Iwatani and Saya Ida, which I thought was the better tag match with Kairi between the 2 days. A really good last 3 matches with Mirai and Julia, Starlight Kid and Sai Kamitani, and Utami Hayashishita and Shiri. Just the whole show altogether I thought was really, really dope. My match of the week, I gave that to Shingo Takagi and Will Ospreay. These guys, I think this couple is probably the best rivalry of the new decade for New Japan. These guys have had just tremendous matches together, and this was their latest one. It did not disappoint. This is a match of the year contender for me. Just watching it, I was floored the entire time. This match went about like 20 somewhat minutes, and it didn't even feel like it. My superstar of the week is gonna go to Shingo, the winner of that match. He did a fantastic job. I want to give an honorable mention to Will Ospreay because right now, halfway throughout the year, he's my wrestler of the year. He has just been having great matches in every promotion he's been in. This guy is, bar none, the best wrestler in the world right now. But yeah, Shingo, he put the hell on. It takes a special type of talent to be able to keep up and be at the same level as a Will Ospreay, and Shingo is one of those talents. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about this weekend. There was a lot to choose from this week. We don't have a lot of weeks like this where there's literally every promotion is hitting their stride, even WWE. So, right. Yeah, this was a crazy week. A lot to choose from.
It's crazy because Johnny Gargano is trending yet again, bro. This guy is trending every single week. Oh, that's what I meant to ask you. What he said? Did we talk to Kevin? Are you talking about the rumor that Triple H is going to push him? That's not really a surprise. KO has always been a Triple H guy, and you about to see. I'm telling you, bro, it's about to be black and gold heavy. So if you didn't watch NXT Black and Gold, you about to learn about it. I'm gonna tell you that Triple H not playing.
That's a good thing.
Took that.
That's a good thing.
Vince took Black and Gold away from this guy because Vince wasn't happy they lost the ratings war.
Oh, that was too successful.
Yeah. And the fact that they lost the ratings war, but they were still outselling the main roster in pay-per-view easily. And Triple H was making it its own brand. Vince never wanted it to be his own brand. So that's what and you know, they took it from Triple H, and people were like, oh, you know, AEW did this, AEW did that, and Triple H is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Now it's really on because now Triple H got ownership of all creative. So he's like, okay, yeah, you took NXT away from me, I had y'all fun, all these fans talking noise. Now what? I can control Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. Now talk. So you about to everybody that didn't have respect, that he didn't put respect on, Vince McMahon ruined. Triple H is about to bring them back to where they should be. Kevin Owens, Kross. If Keith Lee was here, it would have been Keith Lee too. Who's more likely to break the title record? It should be. Well, it's already Cena's title record. We had this conversation before. Cena already has the record because we're talking pure WWE titles. So Randy Orton has to break Cena's record. At the end of the day, I know everybody in wrestling be like, "Oh, it's Ric Flair's," but if you're talking WWE, it's Cena's record. He won them all in WWE. So Cena has the record. Randy is trying to break his record. That's what it is. Yeah, we had that conversation like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, Rob. So go watch that episode, buddy. I can't wait to see a Triple H do with the WWE draft. If they do a draft, he just might move people around. Honestly, Triple H is like, fuck it. Let's just move it. I want him over here. I want him over here. That's what might happen. Damn it. I was going to ask Dark Summer. Y'all made me lose. Damn, I forgot again, bro. God damn, I was going to ask him something. And I had it in my brain, so I started reading y'all damn questions. And now I can't remember it again.
Veer needs to go to SmackDown. Veer needs a repackaging. He for sure does.
Yeah,
but his time might be up. I don't know. I don't know if that time might be done for him. He had a certain time where he could have just been shot to the moon. It was sort of like and I don't think he's going to be like Miro, because Miro had that exact same thing happen to him a few times, but he was able to get himself over just by himself because of his own charisma. I don't think Veer can do that by himself. We'll see though. Push, what's good? How you doing?
What up, Push? Man, ain't nobody getting old. We trying to remember 4 or 5 shows all in one time. Once again, like I told you last week, eat a dick, Rob. And keep losing points on 2K. That's all I'm gonna tell you. But yeah, Kevin Owens is getting pushed. He says Veer needs to be an M. No. Make sure you follow my guy Push Play. My show of the week, I'm gonna have to give it to, just for the effort, I'm gonna give it to Raw. Just for the effort that they put in to try to make that 3-hour show feel worth something. This was the first time in a long time where when the 3 hours came up, I was like, oh shoot, we almost done? Like that was the first time in a long time. I was like, oh, we almost done with the show. That went by kind of, it didn't feel like I was being held hostage to watch Raw. So outside of the crowd being ass, I'm gonna give Raw the show of the week just because of the effort they put in. That's what I meant to ask you. Women's tag titles. We've got to talk about the women's tag titles. They got a tournament coming up. What teams are you seeing or you picturing in your head that's coming up? I've already said I think Toxic Attraction is coming up.
That are coming up to be in this?
I think,
or just
they're bringing them up just to be in the match. Yeah, just to be in the match. Or maybe 2 matches. Rob says the Iconics.
No, they're done. They're done. And Cassie's pregnant, so that's not happening.
The Bella Twins.
Maybe them. Who else would you get? I don't know. What tag teams?
Piper and
yeah, 100% he would. Just to fill bodies, just to put people over, probably. I don't think he wouldn't be like Vince. He wouldn't have them go over, but I think the biggest surprise would be Sasha and Naomi. But that depends on the talks that they've been having. So
yes. Well, if this is how I would do Sasha and Naomi,
I would have Dakota and Io be a team in that tournament.
I think that's guaranteed to happen. Yeah, I think that's guaranteed to happen. That's the only one. So I know it'll be probably Dakota, Io,
which is a dangerous team.
Yeah, and they should win it. By the way, Nikki, if it's not Toxic Attraction, they should win it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Nikki and Doudrop, Piper. And then after that, are you calling up some NXT teams to get in the tournament or just to fill bodies or
like who? Like Ivy and that other girl? Well, no, she's injured now. She's injured now. That Ivy's partner got injured in a what is it called? In a house show.
So what teams let's look at the ladies roster on SmackDown. Who you putting together from SmackDown? Oh, do you bring Tegan Knox back?
Oh, who? What?
Does Shotzi come? You talk about this Natty? Yeah, that's instant champs. Instant champs.
Hey,
if that happens, but do you have Tegan Knox come back as Shotzi partner.
Is she not? She's not hurt anymore, right? She's fine.
I don't think she's been hurt. I don't think she's been
Okay,
doing
well.
anything.
Yeah, then you could get her back in here. But you say have her be whose partner?
Shotzi.
But isn't Shotzi a
Shotzi
heel?
or not? Yeah, well, she can come back and heel. It don't matter.
I guess.
What
That'd be-
Shotzi's like a tweener, like because people really don't react to Shotzi right now. So
Asuka and Alexa, yeah. I guess you could do that. Yeah. I suppose that would work.
I don't want that.
What? Asuka and Alexa?
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see it because how they doing the storyline now, but
That's
Okay.
that whole thing has been weird. Didn't they have a? And they're kind of pushing them as a team too because they were helping Bianca. So I could see that one too.
see this.
Who would Rhea team with? Yeah. You said have Liv. What? Have Liv join Judgment Day?
Yeah, they keep on them. Might as well. Might as well.
Oh Lord.
But
Bars,
look,
how you doing, man?
at the end of the day, I think Dakota and Io should win the tournament, and the tournament should end at Clash, where they get the titles, and then that's when you bring Sasha and Naomi back
Birdman,
for
you
that
said
reaction of that big crowd.
Birdman, you said that Tegan's injury prone. Man, hey, I said that earlier. I called Tegan the Derrick Rose of the WWE. People started jumping down my throat. I'm saying.
Boy, right. Carmella hurt. Zelina apparently is hurt, so you can't put them back together right now. But Monday, that's what I was supposed to be doing, looking at the rosters. The superstars for SmackDown. Do you put Tamina back with Natalya, former tag champs?
You could.
It would make the
Could.
most sense.
Yeah.
They former tag champs.
Is there anybody else that Natalya can team up with?
She's teamed up with everybody. That's the problem. Like, that's the problem. So you might as well put her with the woman that she at least won the titles with.
Oh Lord. I guess. Yeah. Sure. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just done with what's her name, Natalya being in that role.
Yeah,
But
that's what she is.
That is, we talked about it last week. So
That's what she is. So
Yeah.
Dana and Charlotte, no. Dana and
and
you see her.
What?
You see her on. They used to be a team when Dana first got to the main roster. She used to be Charlotte's protege. A lot of people forget that.
That was hilarious.
But Dana has been kissing ass online. Is nobody more ready for this tournament, more deserving to be in this tournament than me? With who though? Who you teaming with, Dana? Like who else career you trying to slow down like you did Mandy's? somebody let me know. Who else career you trying to slow down?
Shoot.
You trying to slow down Reggie? Again, Reggie can't compete.
What happened to Reggie?
Disappeared, bro. He got married to Dana, and that was the end of Reggie. That's what happens. That's what happens. I'm not gonna say
Shoot.
what happened.
You said end the Wendy Chu get a because that's what I'm saying. And Wendy Chu is a bully, so yeah, get rid of her. Bring back the what happened to what's her name? The old character that Wendy Chu was doing, the dude that was with him, what was his name?
Boa.
Yeah, what happened to him?
All right.
He got fired?
Yes.
Oh shit. Damn.
Yeah. All right. I don't know, Push. Yeah, like who is Xia Li teaming up with? Like you gotta.
Some of these people. How many teams are going to be in this tournament? Do we know?
That's what we need to know. Like we don't know, so it might mess around and be 4 teams, bro. Like we have no idea. So that's what I'm saying.
It's the top 2 teams. Are they having a match at Clash? Is that what this is?
They didn't say.
They
I'm
didn't
just
say
guessing
anything.
that it'll be at the Clash if they're doing a full tournament.
Okay.
And I'm like, if you're gonna do a full tournament, it gotta be, you gotta have more teams. You don't have no teams right now, unless you want to do makeshift teams, and we've already been there, done that, complained about it. So
Yeah.
yeah, bring up Toxic Attraction. Either way, either if it's Toxic Attraction or EO and Dakota winning, you should have Sasha and Naomi wait to come back if you bring them back. I don't know what the deal is, but if you are bringing them back, you should have them wait until Clash to come out and go face to face.
Winners, yeah,
and come back. Actually, come back with the titles. Have titles of your own. Like, we never lost these. Yeah, there you go.
CM Punk Cena situation. Yeah,
we're the real champs. We never lost these. So that's when you should bring them back. But in order for that, it has to be one or two teams. It has to be Toxic Attraction, or it makes more sense to do EO and Dakota because of the storyline.
When Bayley and Sasha went to NXT, who did they fight for their belts? Do you remember?
When they went to NXT, they fought the I think it was Raquel and Dakota.
Oh, okay. Well, a little bit of history there. So
was it Raquel and Dakota?
I'm gonna try and find out real quick.
That was a dope show too. I think Raquel and Dakota wasn't face then, so they fought a face tag team that was real over.
Yeah, it was it says Knox and Black. That's Knox and Blackheart. That doesn't sound right.
Shotzi and Knox. Tegan Knox. Yeah, they were over. Shotzi and Knox. That's why I say put Shotzi Knox back with Tegan.
Huh.
I said Shotzi Knox. Okay, yeah. put Tegan Knox back with Shotzi. And there you go.
Yeah, do it.
You said Dakota. King, what you? It wasn't okay, King. Shut up. You just want to put Dakota in something. The hell you talking about? Put respect on Dakota. It's Dakota. Head ass, your ass wrong, King. Bro, Push. It's been a long day, bro. I've been in the heat for like majority of the day until I got back home and got on the computer, bro. Like I've been in the sun all day, playing drums and running around with my kids, bro. So it's been a long day. But show of the week, Raw, Superstar of the week. Let's get back to it. Who is the superstar? Ciampa. Give Ciampa. I'll give it to Ciampa because Ciampa instantly. We said last week, let that man cook after he did a backstage interview with The Miz talking about Logan Paul. He's like, yeah, this man's about to cook. And he came out and won 2 big matches. And one of them was beating AJ Styles. So, hey, and you got a title match against Bobby Lashley. Ciampa, I give it to you, man. That's big. I do want to give an honorary to Katana. I keep wanting to call her Kacey because that's the name I know her by. Kacey and Kaden Carter. They finally got them tag titles in NXT. And that crowd went crazy for them, man. They really went crazy for them two winning that title. And it's crazy because they tried to low-key turn them heel 2 weeks ago, if you remember that. Because they had Ivy. No, they low-key tried to turn Kacey and Kaden heel.
Oh, yeah.
When they had them being all upset because they lost and they was attacking like Ivy Nile and all them backstage. And they lost that match too. So yeah, the fact that the crowd went crazy for them, yeah, like dope. I'm glad they finally won. It took them long enough. Been chasing this since the NXT Black and Gold. Like I watched the last episode of Black and Gold the other week, right before they went to NXT 2.0. Fire ass episode, bruh. Fire ass episode, including Carmelo Hayes versus Santos Escobar. Went at it. And Kacey and Kaden was chasing the titles then and couldn't get it. But they had fire matches. Ember Moon had a fire match that she lost, but she had a fire match. So that's it, man. Appreciate everybody coming through. That is the show today. Like I said, we're doing it better. We're not trying to keep you long. Dart, go ahead and pimp out what you got to pimp out.
This week, watch out on my channel. We are still going through the 5-star Grand Prix. Stardom has just started their tournament. This is going to be a 2-month tournament. It's going to be the major tournament that I'm going to be following. I'm kind of doing the G1 in the background on my own time because there's just a lot of wrestling. So I'm just going to be watching that on my own time, but I will be streaming the 5-star Grand Prix. We already have the first 2 days of the 5-star Grand Prix on the channel. If you wanted to go and watch those, Plus, we still have Midsummer's Champions in Nagoya. That's still up if you want to go watch that. The conclusion of the Open Weight Classic was shot last Thursday from MTDW. We had Andrade El Idolo face Eddie Kingston. The winner of the A block went against the winner of the B block, and the winner of the tournament, you can find out if you go and watch on my YouTube page. I will not tell you, but it was a fire match. And this Thursday starts the M1 Invitational, because tournament season does not stop in MTDW. The M1 Invitational is a 2-week long tournament. This week we'll be starting with the A block. The winner of the tournament will be able to challenge either the Intercontinental Champion or the World MTDW Champion, whatever champion they desire, at the next big show, Popular Demand. And yeah, that is pretty much everything that I've got going on. Sundays, come back here. Dope will be joining me. We'll be doing the Budget Cut podcast again. And any type of shenanigans that you want to see me, if you want to see me talk shit to anybody or anything like that, go on Twitter, follow me there. So
there you go. Let's get it. I'm starting back my work schedule this week, so I have no idea how it's gonna go because school hasn't started back, but they got us doing work. So I don't know what they have us doing, and our times are changing each day. So I don't know. I've had the AEW DKF card next episode loaded. The card has been ready since last Wednesday, and I just haven't been able to stream it. So with the other podcasts and all the stuff I had going on, so the AEW card is going to be fire, and we're getting ready for Beach Break. That'll be AEW's first pay-per-view in DKF. So after this AEW show is Beach Break, but this AEW card is fire. AEW has been killing it since I split them up. So sometime this week, I just don't know exactly when, until maybe Tuesday. I won't know for sure. But shout out to that. If you're not following Dope Content on YouTube, Rob been here for 2 years and 20 days. Okay, nice, Rob. Shout out to Rob, man. One of the original OGs around here. Do me a favor if you're on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, follow Dope Content. Do that ASAP. Also, I'm gonna share this. Y'all see this page? This is the radio station where I won the competition. This is Hot 93. I pulled up. I'll make it a little bigger for y'all. My video was posted 2 days ago. They had only 58 followers. My video with Charlie Poop is killing it, 1.3K right now. And if you see the numbers for the other videos, I've been sending people over there as well to leave comments saying they should hire me. So if you on YouTube, go to this page, click on that video. Even if you watch it on my page, I appreciate it. But go to this video and tell them they should hire me. Follow the other comments. We putting pressure on them right now. Lizard said, go comment. Yeah, man. So shout out to Lizard for going over there. Push Play going over there, and some other people that I saw go over there. Yeah, so go put pressure on them, because even Charlie was like, he's part of the team, right? And then the program director straight lied to him. And right, there you go, Rob. Exactly. There you go, Rob. And Push Play says, see it, but egg right. So yeah, that's what I'm pushing hard right now. So go to the Hot 93 page, go leave that comment over there. And if you're not, once again, following Dope Content, I've been putting out some hella content for you guys on this page. We are now also at 1.1K subscribers. So that's 1,100, ladies and gentlemen, over 1,100 that we got. We got over 100 new subscribers in the last 28 days, man. So shout out to the newcomers. Shout out to the people that's coming through. As you can see, you can watch the Budget Cut podcast, Charlie Puth interview, all the Budget Cut podcasts on there, the interviews from this week. I did a crazy video about I blame black people if XFL fail. Like, hey, I'm on it. I'm on it. So let me get that off the screen. But yeah, man, follow MT Darkness YouTube as well. Follow his YouTube as well. Stop playing. This man works hard. Like, stop playing. Follow his YouTube as well. Push has YouTube. Go follow his YouTube as well. Push has been putting in hella work with the shorts and everything. So go follow that as well. Other than that, man, I just want to say I really appreciate everybody that came through for those 2 podcasts that I posted and the Charlie Puth interview that I posted. Those mean a lot on Twitch and YouTube. For those to be, some over 100 and the other one is like close to 100 on both platforms, that means a lot to me. I keep telling y'all, those podcasts means more when y'all come to those than it does anything else that I stream. From wrestling, video games, whatever. The podcast is what means the most when y'all come support that, is because that's where all the hard work goes in. So to interview somebody that had all those credentials as my guy Mason, music credentials, I had to go back because there's a lot of stuff I forgot and didn't know from him. Like the Snoop and all that stuff, that's a lot. Jerron, I had to pull up a lot of stuff. Like I had to research these guys, even though I know them personally. So appreciate that. That means a lot. That's all I'm gonna keep telling you. That means a lot. It's all on dopecontent.com as well. So once again, follow MT Darkness though on YouTube. Follow him on Twitter. We're trying to spread love with everybody. Follow me if you're not following me. Follow him if you're not following him. Follow Push if you ain't following Push. Like, I'm gonna keep saying it, man, because I don't know if you saw it, Dark. I did a stream the other day, and I said I'm gonna promote my shit because I work hard for my shit. Like, I meant it when I said it. I said it so aggressive. I didn't even realize how aggressive I was when I said it. I watched the replay. I was like, damn, I was pretty aggressive there. But that's where I'm at. So, man, hell, I ain't. He actually inboxed me the other day, Rob, but I ignored his ass like he did me. So he kicked.
Oh Lord, him. Even I'm sick of him.
Yeah, he inboxed me the other day actually on Instagram. Like, hey, bro, I see you doing big things. Yeah, Nick, shut up. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't come around now. So I was trying to build with you. But yeah, man, I'm done. I don't want to be here too much longer. We got 2 hours, 30 minutes. We good. We went a minute over, 2 minutes over. So let's get up out of here. Let's get up out of here. Dark, you got anything else before we get up out of here?
No, just thanks to everybody for showing us love and support. Yeah, hit that sub button on either side, hit that like button, and yeah, take care, guys.
I'm gonna just end it with the same intro that we played. Actually, no, I'm gonna just tell y'all bye. We're about to get up out of here. That's the end of the show. I'm not doing no exit video. I'm about to hit the X button. So you guys are about to disappear in about 5 seconds. So y'all have a good one. Have a great week. See y'all next week.